There we go. Hello, everybody. And we're live on the internet. Looking a little different tonight. How is everybody? It's not Thursday. Don't worry, your calendar and your eyes are not wrong. But we do have the Fates babies in here to join us for a special one-shot Meet the Rivals as we're kicking off our brand new campaign, Call of the Netherdeep. Hello everyone, my name is Bardicdice. I'll be your dungeon master for our series of events here. Super excited. It's going to be so much fun. We're starting off our brand new campaign called the Netherdeep, starting here on Wednesdays, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We just wrapped up Wild Beyond the Witchlight. And go check on YouTube and see the player interviews that we have with the actual players that'll be joining us for this campaign, which will be starting next week. We're going to have Brittany and Nick join us next Wednesday for Session Zeros, where you get to see a little intro into their characters, what they're going on, and how they're going to meet up with the rest of the crew before their adventure begins. However, something special about Call the Netherdeep is that there's another rival group as well. Will they be rivaling against them? Will they be joining up and be friends and skip along through the adventure? We'll find out. But we wanted to do a special one-shot to bring them to life so you can kind of see a little bit about who they are and what kind of abilities and powers they have before our characters get a chance to interact with them. So, we had our beautiful friends from Fates join us tonight, so you get to see them 2 nights in a row. We'll see how we do tomorrow at the end of all this. We're really tired of doing 3 straight days of D&D, but it's going to be a whole lot of fun. And yes, Deeds, you can get an insight into their weaknesses as well. But if you're new around here as well, I also stream on Thursdays, which you hear about the Fates United, our homebrew game. So that's Wednesdays and Thursdays, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we're going to have a whole lot of fun. If you want, go check out the socials as well. And if you want, if you're watching this on VOD on YouTube as well, the YouTube will be uploaded the next day. So if you miss this live, you'll be able to watch Call of the Netherdeep on Thursdays. If you miss Fates United live, you get to watch that on Fridays. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So consider giving our channel a follow, Bardicdice on Twitch. That way you get notified when we go live and you get to catch all the fun, because our chat's amazing. You guys are showing up and it's so much fun to interact with you. You guys make us laugh and all that stuff as well. So that being said, we also have a wonderful Discord that these amazing people make up. You guys can go join, and we have a Call of the Netherdeep and Fates United channel that you can react with your gifts and stuff. Normally, Wednesdays are mature audiences, hashtag mature audiences, where we kind of let go and just have a little bit of fun. It's not really going to happen tonight, just because, you know, it's our normal Thursday people. But just be warned on that going forward. Wednesdays are typically, you know, hands off, no rules, no holds barred. So it's a lot of fun, and thank you guys so much just for your incredible support. I'm super excited to do this. I'm a big Critical Role fan, and this is one of their first adventures released by Critical Role. However, you do not need to know anything about Critical Role or the world, as I will be introducing it as if you've never seen anything. There will be a few tie-ins, a few fan service things between our characters and things I do. So if you have seen it, it'll be nice and rewarding. Be like, hey, that's the thing from the thing. But if you haven't, don't worry, I'm going to explain everything, because most of my players have not interacted with a lot of this world. So I'm excited to bring it to life, bring it to you guys. That being said, also, you can see down below, I have rotating the different shows throughout the week that we're involved with. We're teamed up with Marquee Gaming that we share the Discord with. We're all on literary_DM's game as well on Tuesdays. And you'll hear about the other shows as well. So go check it out. It's a lot of fun. And it's super great. Also, we do have a merch store. Just putting that out there. In case, you know, merch. Anyways, so moving on. We'll go ahead and introduce our wonderful players. Thank you guys so much for taking the incredible challenge of jumping into the shoes of players you didn't create. Pre-generated characters, NPCs from this game, but they're going to bring a whole brand new life to them, and I'm excited to see what some of them are going to do with it as well. But a different order tonight because of our overlays. Our official artist on our Thursday night, Rachel, why don't you introduce yourself and what you do online?
Hello, I am Rachel. As Amara and chat pointed out, I guess I matched the nameplate. My lights do. I didn't mean to.
I did that on
exciting.
purpose.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I did that on purpose a little bit.
Wait, like a second ago you did?
No, I knew you were gonna do purple.
Oh, I guess I like purple. Okay, it's even
purple
more
a lot,
purple.
yeah.
Click, click, click. Okay, hello. I'm Rachel/Pip. And I like to do art. I post my art on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok under Pip400art. And on Mondays, I stream art over at Marquee Gaming at 3:30 CST. So you can come hang out with me there. I will be there on Monday. In this game, I am playing Ayo!
Ayo!
Yeah, I'm excited. It's going to be fun to play an NPC. You can find out more about her as the game progresses.
Perfect.
The end.
And we're going to do a little bit different order tonight because if you haven't noticed before, we have two power duos, husband and wife duos, and they share a channel together. So heading down below, Mark, why don't you introduce yourself and what you do online?
Hello everybody, I'm Mark, also of Marquee Gaming. So Rachel and I do share that channel. Sundays we run a Beacons Aura D&D 5e campaign, urban fantasy, super fun. Mike plays in that, Rachel plays in that. It's a good time.
Emotional.
Yeah, we're getting to some interesting stuff, so it's a lot of fun. Yes. So, we're interesting characters or just going into things? Is that later?
I think you guys will have your chance to introduce yourself in the beginning of the game, so we'll just... Yeah,
sure,
just
sounds good. That's me, everybody. Hi.
Go check out his Instagram as he is our artist in training. We're gonna find room for him to make him an official artist on one of our shows, but it's just, it's all about timing, so don't worry. But it's up and coming talent. You really want to go check it out. So
commission me or something, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Commissions are open. Perfect. Well, heading up above, our official artist for Wednesdays, she did not do these player arts, but you'll see here in the intro here shortly, she did the player art for our PCs. They'll be joining us in the next coming weeks. She did a fantastic job. She also did it for Wild Beyond the Witchlight, and her commissions are open. But Adelie, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hi. Pretend my background's purple. That's what this says. Pretend it's purple. Because I don't have lights. I'm not cool. Yeah. I'm Dealey. A.K.A. Raphael. I don't have a stream on right now, but I'll come back someday. But I do art, and it's super fun. And I love being able to do the art for the Wednesday games. It's been super fun. So, yep.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you, T. I really appreciate that. No, she does amazing, and it's been so much fun getting a chance to play alongside you as well. But the second half of that power duo as well. Been so much fun getting to know both of you guys in Fates. John, why don't you introduce yourself and all the socials and amazing things that you're projecting and putting forth out there on the internet?
Hello, I am John, and I am known as Dealey's husband, and I am playing Irvon tonight, not Kahu, so people don't get it confused. Yeah, excited to be here. My art is amazing with stick figures and things of that nature, and it's really not. Although I did do like a wine and dine paint night one time.
Ooh.
Although it was a pie and paint night that we did with me and Dealey.
Nice.
I'm actually pretty happy with how my piece of art turned out on that. Maybe I'll post it sometime so people can see. But anyways,
I definitely want to see it.
Yeah, it didn't turn out bad. But excited to be here. I am not one of the registered artists here, but I can still appreciate it, and glad to be a part of the community. And yeah, excited for tonight. We'll see how it goes.
Perfect. Thank you guys so much. Go give some love. Go follow all of them as they're giving up their time for today, as they don't normally play on Wednesdays, to help join us and help bring these NPCs to life. So big thank you so much for all of you. And yes, I'm expecting the Nat 20 Train to Keep on Rolling Tonight by Gelisario as well. So yeah, I want to see it happen. But I'm kind of nervous to jump into this. I'm a big Critical Role fan, so...
You got this!
Okay!
I literally just had that, like, super horn song from Critical Role, like just start playing out my playlist. It was like, perfect.
Yes! It's meant to be. Well, everyone, welcome to the DiceAntics presents The Call of the Netherdeep. Welcome, everybody, to Exandria. Real quick as well, we are using the official music released by Critical Role, free for streaming, called The World of Tal'Dorei, that you can find on Spotify as well. I'm just plugging that because I'm supposed to before I use it. So you can go see that, as I'll be using the first song as part of our intro into this world. So, welcome to Exandria. Exandria is the world created by Matt Mercer and shown in Critical Role. However, in the multiverse of everything, our adventure starts in a different version of Exandria. In Exandria, you guys find the continents of Asilra, Marquette, Tal'Dorei, and Wildemount. Our adventure begins here in Wildemount, in a region known as Xhorhas. This warped and wild land was the realm of evil betrayer gods during an era known as the Calamity, when gods roamed the earth and fought for dominion. Now, thousands of years later, in a post-apocalyptic world, peace has settled in most regions. Though, here in Xhorhas, in the northern region, it is ruled by the Kryn dynasty. This dynasty was founded by the Bright Queen, a drow named Leilas Kryn, who actually remains in power centuries later. The dynasty has expanded over time, bringing the monster folk of Xhorhas within its borders and converting them to worshipping an entity known as the Luxon, a dodecahedron ball of light and energy that many want and cater after. Our world now is a year after the War of Salt and Ash between the Kryn dynasty and the Dwendalian Empire, who went to war over these relics. Luckily, a small unknown group called the Mighty Nine were able to foster peace. And peace has started to come to the land, though still kind of, in many ways, refugees and still untrust among these two empires. But none of that really matters today for you guys, as we find ourselves within Xhorhas in a coastal town called Zhigao. Zhigao, which I will show you guys here on the map so everyone can see, is located in the northern Xhorhas on the banks of the Emerald Gulch and the Ifolin River, an amalgamation of coastal villages that were originally settled by several nomadic clans of orcs and goblins. Zhigao is now home to humans and other folk as well, and the city gained a significant drow population after Zhigao became part of the Kryn dynasty. The villages and townships that make up Jigao are loosely divided into 3 major areas. The Meat Waters, the main dock area on the shore of the Folan River. The Wet Walks, a collection of houses on stilts closest to the wetlands and marshes. And the Jumble, the densely populated region of that city where houses are built among giant mangrove trees, or even some of them on the back of horizon-back tortoises, large, massive tortoises where houses are built upon and used as traveling homes. Jigao has a council of elders who help its people resolve internal conflicts, and a military presence in the form of their Aurora Watch. All of you know the Aurora Watch as the militia from the Kryn Dynasty that wear insect-like armor, as they are all drow and have sunlight sensitivity. They have filters over their eyes, almost like, you'd say like visors or sunglasses, to allow them to still function properly in daylight as well. But they look almost alien in their armor when they walk by. A little shock at first, especially when some of you were younger, but you did eventually get used to it, and for the most part, they don't give much issue within the city. Among this council is the soldiers of the Kryn Dynasty. The dynasty also, or one of them is a Aurora Watch supervisor. The political liaison, a drow named Dirth Mirim, serving as an intermediary between Jigao's elders and the court of the Bright Queen, Leilas Kryn. Dirth cares more about what Jigao can do for the dynasty than how he can improve the lives of Jigao's citizens. The Jumble is the heart of Jigao and home to a colorful patchwork of local cultures. The tradition of ancient Jorhassian peoples, many of them orcs and goblins, live here in the peaceful chaos of the Jumble. The twisting, unplanned streets give the district its name. The medley of homes, shops, workshops, athletic fields, amphitheaters, shrines, taverns, stables, public spaces for lively gathering. There's a buzz in the air of Jigao, as you all, some of you grew up here more better. Ao, you and Dermot have known each other from childhood, and have mostly live in the northern outward regions. You have come back to the city because there's a festival of merits, happening here in 1 week in Jigao. Oh, and you plan to be the top adventuring group. For sure. I mean, Ao, that's what you're all about. Luckily, a few weeks ago, you did stumble upon a mercenary looking for work in Maggie. Though there are 2 more people that have signed up and that you're waiting to meet at a tavern. There is a buzz about in the air, though, as the festival isn't quite up and running. There are stalls and flags and banners everywhere, but it's missing that buzz of livelihood. It's just the stall workers kind of preparing their foods, the events, everything is kind of getting prepared for it. And you can see a larger Aurora Watch presence in the town as well. However, tonight, you find yourself sitting in the tavern of the Unbroken Tusk, one of the main taverns within the Jumble that sits upon a horizon-back tortoise as well. You know this well, and Ao, you've visited many times. An orc woman with a bright smile, Agatha Silverspoon, is the one that runs this tavern. And let me go and show you who that is. Agatha Silverspoon. She makes the best pies in Jigao. But you're sitting there in a corner as she's bustling about, getting the different drinks and food to the other patrons. Looking about, it's pretty much everyone that you already recognize. There's commoners here. There's an orc and a goblin arguing up at the bar over whose clan is better and who, Jigao should be a part of, as that's kind of just baked into the culture of this competitive nature of this truce between the orcs and goblins. The sun is setting, and the savory scents of pastries and meats fill the air as you find yourselves within the Unbroken Tusk Inn. This inn is a 3-storied building mounted on the back of a massive tortoise in the heart of Jigao, known as the Jumble. Local travelers alike find themselves in Jigao this time of year in anticipation of the annual Festival of Merit. Near the bar, you hear stools scratch along the floor and loud shouts. And looking in the direction of the noise, you see a young goblin and a battle-scarred orc screaming at one another. Oh, my clan could eat you for breakfast. You and what army? As they're going back and forth and just arguing over this. Ayo, you've just grabbed a whole round of drinks from the front as Agatha's just laughing and hanging over and just goes, sorry about that, dear. You said you're going to have a group meeting you here?
Oh, yes. Very, very serious. It's time to get started.
Right. You and Sirius. Oh, I'm sure, dear. Of course. That's definitely
yes.
that.
Yes.
Didn't mean to question, of course. Well, Eva, the first round's on the house. You guys have always been good to us.
Thank you. And I try to look a little more serious.
Sure.
As I take the drinks.
Yeah.
And yes, very serious affair. And I go off to take them to the table.
Perfect. You turn around, and looking back at the table that you have picked out, you see a hulking, massive beast of a woman. She's amazing. She's towering over this table and really taking up one whole half of the booth there. It's like a three-sided booth. There's one side in and the left side, and then it kind of opens up to the walkway. And you can kind of see there's a few people looking awkwardly over, trying to stare glances at her, but you can see Maggie there sitting in the corner waiting for you. Maggie, why don't you introduce what you look like and what you are?
Yeah. I'm Maggie. 12 feet tall. I'm bad at this. I don't know. There's a picture right here. She has really bright blue eyes, and she looks menacing, but she's not.
Perfect. Yep. And in brown leather armor with beautiful blue inlaid flower design that seemed to be almost like it's been hand painted on there as well. Maggie sits there with a large ogre demeanor, but with bright, kind eyes, and looks up to you, Ayo, recognizing you as you're walking over. Ayo, why don't you describe yourself as you're walking up to Maggie?
Yeah, so I am probably about 5'9". I have blue skin, shorter, dark hair. I have some pretty cool looking leather armor, and I have a bow and a long spear kind of on my back. And as I bring the drinks over, I put one down in front of her and I just kind of slap her arm. All right, here you go.
Thanks.
You're already making us look like we are a presence here. I just wanted to let you know.
Very intimidating. To everyone.
Yeah. No, just respectable, I would say.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
So, Ayo, you know that Dermot seemed to been called away by one of his contacts. Dermot is your friend, a short goblin that seemed to have been called away by one of his goblin friends with possibly a lead. It says he'll meet you back here. So you're waiting for Dermot, but you're also waiting for two other mercenaries to join your group, a drow and a human. As you kind of look around, but none of them seem to be quite in sight yet. Is there anything you wish to talk to Maggie, or are you guys just kind of sitting there and quiet?
I think as I put down my drink and I'm like, all right, so we're looking for a drow and a human guy. So they're not early.
It's
I don't.
very impolite to not be punctual.
How serious are they? I don't know. Just
maybe not serious.
I'm keeping a checklist in my head. Pros and cons.
It's a good idea.
Do you have anything we should look for with them to see if they're legit or not? So if we're gonna be big names in this city, we have to take this so seriously.
Maybe see their level of commitment and make sure that they seem like, they actually want something out of it more than money.
True. Good thought. Also, that they actually can do something.
Yeah.
Like they actually have
they're
skills.
not just gonna die. Mm-hmm.
That would be a little awkward for everybody involved. I really am not feeling like I want to have that conversation with family or something.
Yeah.
You
Sorry,
hear
go ahead.
you hear a chime go off that signals the top of the hour exactly, and almost as if already knowing that the chime is about to go off, without even a beat second, you see the front door open as if meticulously on time. You see a hooded figure with white hair kind of poking out through. Potential drow who seems to be looking around the tavern. Mark, why don't you introduce who you're playing?
So I am playing Gal Sariad, and the 4 words that describe him: beautiful, ethereal, deadly, and shadowy. Walks in very gracefully, taking time, surveying the room. You can tell he's judging everybody in this room.
The entire
As
room
he
goes
looks
silent
down.
as he walked in. Even the arguing orc and goblin. You see a small blush on the orc's face. And as everyone seems to, going back to like trying to like make themselves seem like larger in the chair. And oh yeah, I defeated that rock all by myself. Actually, it happened last week. And almost like everyone in the tavern's doing it, except one table of a blue genasi girl and a ogre.
So with some slow, deliberate steps, he'll start walking towards that table.
Sean.
Are you the ones I'm here to meet?
Depends. What's your name?
Gelsariad.
You are here to meet us. Take a seat. I like slide over a drink.
Welcome.
Wipes where he's about to sit, and sits down.
It's on a little like handkerchief, so it's not sitting right on the board.
Yeah. Just like watch it, like, okay.
Leans in, sniffs the drink, and then sits back from it.
Oh, not to your liking?
I will drink if I am thirsty.
Sure. Alright. Galsariad, I'm Ao.
I'm Maggie.
Greetings.
We have 2 more coming.
Late, I see.
I know. I'm a little upset by that too. You were right on time. Did you plan that
Extra
out
points.
like to the perfect strike of? I mean, that was pretty impressive.
I prefer not to waste any time. It must be precision in what you do. That is how you find greatness.
I like look to Maggie like a piece of shit. Look, yeah. Okay. I mean, I agree with you. All right. So what is it that you do? I guess I just heard your recommendation from my friend Dermot, so I didn't hear anything about what your skills are.
I have decided in this stage of my life to begin the study of the arcane and really expand my mind about the possibilities that can be done through it.
Oh, okay, so magic.
Yes, put simply.
What kind?
I plan to expand to great amounts of magic of all sorts.
All studies.
All right, like what kinds though? Like right now?
Like right now,
Yes.
most of my magic revolves around altering gravity and taking from people and giving to myself.
Oh. Okay.
Hmm.
That sounds pretty useful, actually.
We can use that.
It is. Excuse me, I was speaking. It is quite useful.
Oh, man.
All right.
Sean, I need you to give me a perception check, please. With disadvantage.
Well,
12. Nice. Okay. Wasn't much, as the room got pretty quiet when Gally walked in, when Galsaria had walked in. Irvon, you've been here the whole time, as you've been sitting up at the bar with a hood up. Of course, day drinking. You know, you had to get in here a little early, pregame a little bit, grab some drinks. You're a few drinks in, pretty much holding your own, but definitely riding a nice Jigao day buzz at the moment. But you followed your gaze as your skill set would allow, as you've been watching everything, and you saw that Galsariad has joined the party that you've been eyeing for a while. It's up to you whether you want to join in or want to just listen in for a little bit, but you're able to hear most of what they're saying, though the squabbles of this orc and goblin nearby have made it a little tougher to hear everything, but you get the gist of what they're talking about.
what do I have in front of me right now?
So right now, the bar is a little empty just because Agatha is walking around, but you got two goblins over here, you got two orcs next to them, and the two of them are squabbling a bit, and then an Aurora Watch member who's off duty, kind of helmet off on the bar, just kind of getting some afternoon dinner and drink.
I'm assuming I just have a drink in my hand at the moment.
If you wish, unless you wish to have more.
Drink's just fine for now. He'll get up and he'll start stumbling over.
Perfect. Give me a Constitution saving throw as you stand up and realize
Oh,
you
no.
probably drank a little bit more than you did earlier.
Natural one.
No.
Yeah, you currently are effectively poisoned, but you're a little drunk at the moment, so ability checks will be at disadvantage for a little bit, and you clearly have a bit of a collecting yourself on a stool as you're walking by, trying to present yourself to this group.
I'll stumble over there. Pull out a piece of paper, look at it. Think I heard these names? You guys?
Who are you?
I'm that name.
No, you're clearly lost.
Irvin.
Oh, you're
It took
Irvin?
so long to get here. I figured I'd start drinking because you guys have been here forever. I've been in the back like the whole time.
There's clearly a drink that's supposed to be for Irvin, and I just bring it next to me.
Does not need this.
Don't be stingy. I'll reach out for it.
Hold on. We need to talk business. This is a serious matter, Irvin, and you don't seem to be taking this seriously. This isn't impressing me at the moment.
Well, I'll tell you what. I've got a nearly empty mug here. I'm happy to answer your questions, but you need to trade me.
Questions first, then mug. Deal?
2 questions. Trade finish.
Trade finish? What?
After 2 questions, I get the mug, and then you can ask more.
We'll see how well you answer the questions.
That doesn't sound like a deal to me. I need a yes or no answer here.
Well, then you can go then. I just stare at him.
There's a nod of approval.
Hmm. All right, but if I don't like your answer after 2 questions, we'll see where we're at.
Okay. Have a seat. I like lean over to Maggie and like, this guy's
Darn.
gonna die.
Is there an open seat?
Galsariad, are you sitting? So, it's like a 3-way seat. So, like, Maggie's definitely taken up one whole bench, as even the wood's just bending a little bit, just under her, larger frame. Ao is in the back one, so you could potentially join that one, but you have to get past the other 2. Is Galsariad on the inside or outside of that 3rd bench? Like, deeper in, or is he more towards the aisle, so it's harder for Urban to sit down?
I feel like he would be further in after hearing that there were more people coming, so...
Okay. So yeah, there's a open seat right there, or if you want to climb over Galsariad to get next to Ao, you can. Or if you want to half
He'll
cheek it
turn,
next to
he'll
Maggie, you
he'll
can.
turn to like sit next to Maggie and he'll be like... Then he'll go sit next to Galsariad.
I love it.
Galsariad will move next to Ao.
Irvon will smell himself.
All right, Irvin.
I'm pretty sure I took a bath like 2 days ago. I don't smell that bad. It's fine.
You just see.
Shoot.
There's like a guy that's sitting at the next table over. He goes, 2 days ago, it's been a week since I took a bath.
I am perfectly clean compared to some others out there.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Why
All right.
did you choose to be here? Look into Ao.
Well, this is kind of the local hub. If we want to be legitimate mercenary group of heroes, then this is probably a good place to pick up some jobs, gain some credibility.
Lots of people come through here.
Mm-hmm.
Makes good money.
So you're
Spend
a...
it to party.
Excuse me, I'm trying to speak here.
Then just
You're
speak.
trying
That's what
to-
you do.
Hmm.
Why are you trying so hard? Just do it. It happens. It's natural. It's fine.
I don't even need to set up a fight. You guys will just start it for me.
I like slide the drink over to Irvin. I'm like, why don't you drink this for a second?
He slides his empty drink to you and picks it up, goes and starts sipping it.
All right, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say clearly you have to start at the very bottom to really make a name for yourself, it seems.
That is how it works.
Mm-hmm.
The very bottom.
Oh, it's not so bad. Everyone here is great. Just gotta get to know them a little bit.
You just hear from the
And-
bar, seriously, you couldn't hit the front side of a barn if you even tried. And be like, you better stop, I'm gonna squish you under my foot.
I've seen him miss it before.
See? I got people who've seen it.
It has its own charm.
And there's a bit of a buzz. It's just like the energy of the bar. As now it's kind of gotten to the point where like everyone else in the bar is like starting to take sides and egg this goblin and orc on. It's starting to get a little reveled up a bit.
The way I see this going, does anyone want to put bets?
Potentially. I'd say a little bit.
I got 2 on the goblin.
Okay. I'll see you. Slide 2 coins.
You called
But anyway-
my mother a what? You just see like one goblin gets up on the bar, just actually stands up there, is like starting to poke the orc in his chest.
But anyway, before this explodes, Irvin, what can you do besides drink a lot?
Mm-hmm. When you're functional?
Question. Let's say I'm not functional right now. We're having a conversation. But, yeah, you know. At the right time, slip a blade between the ribs. Maybe it hurts a little bit more than a normal blade. Maybe I carry something with it, I don't know.
Your own ribs.
I haven't gotten that far yet.
Ao, Maggie, Galsariad, give me perception checks, please. As you're listening to Irvon speak.
Oops. Pushing the wrong thing. I thought this would be easier.
Yeah, I was kind of curious. He said, yeah, I'll just roll 20. I'm like, I mean, okay.
Well, just you have no idea how much those stat block layouts freak me out.
That's fair.
And I got a 9.
Okay.
5.
19.
19. Ao, Maggie, you guys are both just kind of a little still taken back by his disheveled look, his talk. You know, which isn't really outside of the norm, Ao, for you here in Jigao. Maggie, you've seen types like this, but you don't typically choose to, hey, I think I have the same trick as you, sorry. We don't typically travel with types that seem to have not as much discipline. Galsariad, you would never be seen ever in the midst of Irvon normally, though you do look down and see a very expensive ring on his hand that depicts a membership to a quite wealthy family. Maybe not specifics, but you're used to seeing these kind of like bands to, you know, status and stuff like that.
Okay. Noticing that he might... So are you a disappointment to your family?
Disappointment to my family? Why would I even care about that? I'm living a life, and it's wonderful.
That sounds like a yes to me.
That's an oddly specific question.
It's quite the tone, too. But at least he's willing to speak.
You just hear in
Wait,
the distance, I swear if you talk about my mom one more time, I'm gonna crush you into a meat pie! It's starting to get like right at the border of fist flying up there at the bar. But you guys continue talking.
Do we want to join this party? Maybe not. But maybe.
No.
No, okay.
But anyway, Maggie, do you want to say what you do, just so we all can be on the same page?
I fight as well. Not really a magic person, so it's nice that Galsariad is here. So, you know.
Yeah.
Very few words. I am sorry.
No, I have to admit, sitting next to
True
you,
tactical genius right here.
I feel safe already.
But the three other, you can give me a perception check on Maggie.
$16.
Nice.
20.
20.
4.
4. Alright, that's fair.
Just fan rolls, man.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course. Yeah, you just noticed the leather, the armor, and her size, and you can see her
She's
weapon
tall.
there in the corner. It's impressive. The other two, you do notice that this beautiful flower work art on her armor is clearly hand drawn. And you can even see on her hip, folded in, a book that just says The Leaves of Taldore, and you recognize it as a poetry book as well. And a little pouch of blue kind of lavender ink and paintbrushes that seem to actually match what's on her armor as well. Very...
I feel
just-
like I'm sorry.
Yeah, you would probably already recognize this by now, but also that just
Yeah.
her eyes are strikingly blue, almost like the same color as well.
She's got a theme color.
Yeah, she got a theme color.
Blue.
And you can now see Galsariad and Irvon, Ao and Maggie both seem to be sporting some sort of maroon in whether, Ao's cape that she's wearing, the undergarment of, Maggie's armor there. It's like a shade of maroon. So, also something you guys notice. Anything else you wish to discuss?
And as for me, I mostly have most of my skills in hunting, but kind of broadening that. So I'm pretty good with my bow, pretty good with my spear. So I got your back, whatever you need. Also, Maggie and I, and the other one you haven't met yet, Dermot, we were all thinking, to be recognizable, we all have some sort of maroon on us. What do you think?
Mm-hmm.
So when people
Good
walk around,
color.
they're like, it's that really famous group, the best group in the entire city type of recognition. Thoughts, opinions, go.
If that helps us stand out above everyone else,
Am I getting paid?
sounds agreeable.
Stands out, great. What was your question?
Getting paid still, right?
Why
If
wouldn't
you
you
can
get paid?
back it up.
Maroon is a beautiful
Maroon.
color. I love it.
All right.
Likely out of his inheritance.
That's savage. I love it. And it's about that moment when you feel that emotional damage to your Irvon. That right at the bar, you just hear, that's it. I'm crushing all of you with my hands. And the orc goes in for this one goblin that he picks up off the bar and just straight up Undertaker just crashes him through the table behind. And you just see about 10 goblins all get up and be like, for the clan! And they all start dive bombing on top of this orc as another orc gets involved. And it's just this entire tumble at the front of the bar. You see glasses going flying and tables, as some of the crowd is like now moved out of the way of the fight, but some are like cheering them on and going over. You just see Agatha finally just comes up to you guys. always this with these types.
Oh, Agatha.
Can you please go
Sorry.
help break this
Sorry.
up?
Do you
Before it
want
gets
to
out of hand.
I think this is a perfect new mission for our maroon group that I don't know what we're named yet, right? Right, everybody?
I don't care what you guys call yourselves. How about this? If you go fix that, I'll give you guys room to stay tonight for free.
Perfect. We in?
Sounds good.
And all the drinks you can want. Yes,
I like
Evan.
fruit. And we're in.
Galsariad, yes?
Sounds wonderful.
That's the best thing I've heard you say all day.
All right, so do we want to go in fist swinging, or do we want to try to, talk them down?
Drink it
Does it
up.
look like they're gonna listen right now?
Yeah, as you do that, you look
Let's
over,
do
and
it!
in this mountain of goblins, you just see this orc who's got like a goblin like on both one ear and one mouth, and just like, I'm gonna rip your ear off, and the other one's like, ah! It starts like biting on his ear, and then tackles him back into this little grum.
Do you want me to try to end it now?
Sure.
Yeah.
Whatever you want. Irvon
Reaches
jumps up
out
on
his
the
hand.
bar, he starts running, and he goes to dive into the pot.
Whether or not he gets there beforehand, it's up to him. I do gravity wave at the center of that group. Of all
Perfect.
of them.
Everyone roll me initiative. We'll see how quickly you guys all react and get
Oh wait,
there.
initiative is technically an ability check, so...
I'll say at this time, everything's kind of worn off. You weren't continually drinking, you're fine.
Okay.
If this matters, it says all allies within 30 feet have advantage on initiative rolls from Maggie.
At this moment, you
What?
get to
Or no.
choose between Galsariad and Irvon if you want to include them in your allies, since technically they are...
Oh, sorry, Ed.
You can choose whether to do that. Yeah.
Sure, I'll roll again. Not as good.
There is no question.
You're giving me no option there.
I rolled double ones for my
Oh my-
initiative.
What
so
is
this
You
going
did that.
on?
Didn't you just do that yesterday too?
That was
Yeah.
yesterday too.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Balance.
to counter.
I mean,
What's
yeah.
going on?
D's got the ones going on. Mark's got the 20s going on.
Don't
I had the ones and the
understand.
20s because I was bouncing between them.
Yeah.
Wow.
I got 19. for
19?
initiative.
15.
11.
11.
I don't know if I have any bonuses. 1.
Or let's see. Rivals. Where's my rivals thing?
I just added my
Maggie.
dex to it.
I'm just using the
You have a plus
thing you
2
linked us. Oh.
to your dex.
Oh, it's my dex.
Yep.
Okay. 3.
Perfect. And I'm sorry, Irvin, what'd you get again?
11.
11. So you and Ao are the same?
I was 15.
15. Okay. So 19, 15, 11, 3. Cool. Perfect. All right, go sorry. As you see Irvin start rumbling up, he trips a little bit and kind of has to correct himself on one of the stalls. So you are able to interact with this group of 5 goblins and 2 orcs first.
Sure. So just kind of gracefully reaching out his hand, very faintly points a finger. And everyone from the center of that point, because I'm guessing since they're all clustered together,
Oh, yeah.
they're all in a 10-foot radius.
Very much
of
so.
This. They all need to make strength saving throws.
One orc, the one helping succeeds. No, the one helping fails. The one that's in the middle of this crumb succeeds. And the goblins, what's the DC again?
13.
13? Wow, I'm rolling like Mark right now. Okay, 2 of the goblins and this orc, what is it, they get pulled together?
They'll all be pulled towards the center.
Okay.
Which is like wherever the center of the scrum is.
So the main goblin that started this fight with the orc that started this fight, and kind of like his friend, you just see them all get brought together and crack skulls against each other, and are seeing stars and are just stunned as they fall to the ground. But the 3 other goblins and this other orc are still like kind of having a side fight that's still going on.
Be 24 damage to anybody who failed, 12 damage to anybody who got success.
Perfect. We're gonna go a little loosey-goosey with this one, more theater of the mind than anything.
Sure,
But,
okay.
But yeah, for sure. I still love it. Thank you. All right, perfect. So that's Ao. You're up next. As you used to see Galsariad. Galsariad, does this look like anything? How does your magic show up? You get to help create this.
So just like the faint finger point, and there's like a little bit of... It's almost like an orb of sort of like, it's a perfect orb of smoke almost. Like it's just goes out, but it's not like wispy like smoke. It's just an orb. Flies in there, and then it just starts reverberating. You can see kind of waves out just as it sucks in everyone around it real quick.
I love that. That's perfect. Yep. You just kind of see him then turning his hand and slowly kind of crushing them together as it's happening. Ao, you see that happen? What are you doing?
Okay. So I've been here all the time before, right?
You've once you've become of age, and probably a few times when you snuck in underage, sure.
Okay. What's like the typical way that these things stop? Like, what's the respect language? You know what I'm saying?
Knocking someone out.
Okay.
Or kicking them out of the bar, yeah.
Oh, that actually would be fun. Okay, can I take like...
And there's
'Cause
windows
are
all
the goblins-
around. You guys are in the middle of this tortoise, so I mean there's windows and doorways. It's all kind of patched together with woodwork and different stuff. So there's many different exits to this bar.
Okay, can I take 2 goblins and just like haul them by like the backs of their shirts and just chuck them out the door?
I will say, with your size, it will be a pretty tough
Do 2. I
check
can
to do
one.
2. You can do 1. It's
I'll do
probably a
1,
lot easier.
yeah.
That might be
Okay.
something to hand over to Maggie to do.
Good point. Okay.
Well, perfect.
Yeah, so I'll just
The leader
I'll
of
just
this
take one,
new
yeah.
adventuring group gets up and starts taking place. So what do you say? What do you do?
Yeah, so I'll probably want to get the one that looks like they started it.
Okay. And the one that started is knocked out now on the ground with the orc. So those are one of the three. But
okay.
maybe if you kick them out of the bar, maybe the others will follow. You don't know.
Is there anyone that seems like they're still going?
Yeah, there's 3 more orcs, or 3 more goblins fighting the second orc, who are kind of like having this scrum, and they haven't noticed that their others have been knocked out.
Oh, okay. So I'll take one that's still fighting.
They're kind of, think of it like, think of it like families, because they're like clans, where it's like the 2 brothers are fighting, so the families are fighting each other because their brothers are fighting. They have to like, oh, well, we got to protect our own sort of thing.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just take one that's still fighting.
Okay.
I'll just pluck him. I'll try to just pluck them off, and as I'm doing it, I'm like, all right, no more fighting here at Agatha's, and I just take him, and I want to try to just chuck him
Just yeet him.
that thing. Yeah, yeet him out.
All right, give me a athletics roll. Yep.
Okay, I hope I look cool.
You have to beat a 10.
A 20.
Nice, easily, as it's like right on this orc's ear. You just take it by the scruff of his neck. He's like, "What? Let me down! Stop it!" And then you just yeet him right outside the window. It's like, "I'm coming back for you!" All right.
And then turn to the next one.
Perfect.
That's my turn.
So Galsariad's still back at the table, kind of like holding this. You kind of ran up on the other side, kind of flanking them. Irvon, you're up next.
Irvon's running on the bar, and he jumps off with his daggers, and he's gonna pummel strike the orc in the head as he's jumping off. Attempt to.
Perfect. Go ahead and give me a attack roll.
So the first one is a 20.
20 hits. You going
Second
bonus
one is a
action as
9.
well? Okay. Or do you guys have multi-attacks? I can't remember.
I have multi-attack.
Multi-attack, nice. So you said 9 for the second one?
Yeah, 9 to hit on the second.
As you're kind of coming down, you clock the orc with the first one, but as he's swinging around, he's got a goblin that's biting onto his arm, and the goblin, he uses the goblin to smack you in instinct as you kind of get clobbered a little bit, kind of pushing the second attack off. Go ahead and roll me damage on that first one. He's now kind of stumbling a bit as you have now entered the fray.
10 points of damage.
Nice. Okay, yeah. He's definitely got a good crack, and you can see him. He's now seeing stars a bit. Perfect. Maggie. Or are you doing anything else, everyone?
I was gonna just say, get the big guy.
Perfect. Maggie, you hear that as this ruckus is now going on. You stand up from the bar as any of the others who are still looking, who had been looking at you as this domineering figure, as you stand up with this creak, your head brushes the top of the tavern here, as just the guy in the back drops his cup looking at you stand up and is like, dang.
I'm just gonna walk to everybody's kind of just fighting.
Yep. Currently you have one more goblin that's still on this orc, as the other one got two goblins on this orc. 3 on the ground that are pretty much stunned and out of it from this gravity thing. But you got 2 goblins that are kind of clambering on this orc, and the orc's kind of stumbling stunned, with Irvon kind of just smacking him from the back, and Ao just launched someone out the window.
Yeah. Can I grab one of the goblins and just kind of throw him out the door?
You could do, yeah, go ahead and do that. You can give me a strength check.
It's another 1.
Seriously?
This is the most ones I've ever rolled in a game.
I do believe you have multi-attack, so you can try it again if you wish.
Do
I'm
I?
sorry, D. I'm sorry for what I've done to you.
Get it out now before
Zach, I'm
tomorrow.
off the table. Another one. I'm not
Are you?
joking.
Did you just roll 4 straight ones?
4 ones in a row.
The universe must balance.
I know. Seriously, you rolled 4 nat 20s. You rolled 4 nat 1s in a row. What's happening?
What the
You know-
Maggie doesn't want to do this.
Mackie just doesn't
What?
really want to fight. There's
Sorry.
no purpose in
She
fighting
doesn't.
right now.
She's just like being really gentle, like when you pick up like, you know, a baby kitten and you know they're kind of tough, but you're also like, just no, please,
So-
just.
You don't get a chance to like throw this goblin out or anything. But like even with a nat 1, with you not even trying, like it's kind of that thing where like you just pick them up off the ground and they're still just trying to run and like can't like really do anything. And the orc's just kind of stunned for a second given this chance. That's insane. That's crazy. But
To let you guys know, I've rolled 6 so far this game.
That's
crazy.
Are you
Crazy.
using different dice?
Yeah, I changed
Dice
my
jail.
set.
Weird.
But
None of my dice like me. Just-
I love it. With that though, as you're now holding these goblins up in the air and they're like, "Guy, you want to get going with this? We're gonna take you out!" Ah! The door now opens and standing there silhouetted from the bright sun outside is a shadow that elongates the entirety of the tavern. As you look up to see whatever domineering figure that's in the doorway, you just see your eyes go down to the bottom third as this short little stocky goblin who's kind of standing there like this with heavy silver armor and a Luxon kind of deity symbol around his kind of balding and his ears droop a little at the side. And hey, you recognize it as Dermot. He goes, guys, stop it. We shouldn't. You're making our clan really look bad. Listen to Ao! And he smacks down his staff, and you see a searing wrath of the Luxon blash out, and you guys all avert your eyes, but these goblins and this orc took it full force and are now blinded by this kind of Luxon thing. As you hear the other goblins, like, oh, God. All right, bro, I'm sorry. Just cut it out. We'll cut it. We'll stop. I swear. Just stop it. Sorry. I didn't mean to. What's happening?
Great job, Dermot. You heard him. Get out of here.
Yeah. What she said.
Let's go, everyone.
Yeah, Maggie, you just kind of like gently like help the orc get back up on his feet and you pat him on the back and Gelsariad, are you letting the gravity thing go? Or is it still on as
Yeah.
like Maggie's helping them up and out?
It's more just pull them together and then just drop them.
Okay, cool. Perfect. Fantastic. Well, Maroon's a shade or whatever you want to call yourself. You guys have officially won your first fight as a group. As the goblins are kind of all gathering and kind of like helping each other with their wounds, and the orcs are just like, I mean, we'll call that a tie! And kind of stumble
What? A
off.
tie? Oh, fine. Get my 2 back, here's your 2.
Well, all right.
Ties are the worst, aren't they? It feels terrible, I'd rather lose.
Agatha's just walking up. And that festival hasn't even started yet. She just reaches down and does mending on like each little chair and thing. Perfect thing for a tavern keep to own is mending. So
Yeah.
slowly kind of helps build up. She goes, well, thank you all for helping. I really appreciate it. Like I said, drinks and housing on me for the entirety of the festival. Just keep the
Oh,
security
thanks,
up. How's that?
Agatha. Oh, you got it from what's her name? The people that wear maroon. We got you.
Oh yeah, that's the one. I put that up. Yeah, I voted for that one. Yeah, he
Maroon
was so
people.
smart.
People.
I mean, it's a little short. It's easier to say.
Irvine just like looks off to the side after he said that. Like, is that right?
I mean, there's 5 of us. We could.
I mean,
Troy.
Ayo, I mean, your choice was the Maroon 5.
Maroon 5, I think, is pretty cool, but
I mean, there's some
I mean,
pretty
that
great
sounds
moves you
kinda
had.
like on the nose. What happens if we don't even have 5 people though? I mean, or
oh,
like
that's true.
we get an extra person? Do we have to choose one of us to like not be here, or what's going on with that?
Is there anything
I
that's
know
like?
who I would pick.
Listen, Galsred. I know you're such a life of the party right now, but I don't know you enough right now to say that you should be the one to get kicked. We should stick around and see how things go.
You guys are already talking about kicking each other?
Oh,
I haven't even met you
Jermon,
yet.
It has been an interesting few minutes.
Oh,
You've missed
Yeah.
a lot in such a short time.
I'm sorry. Is anybody hurt? Does anybody need any healing?
No, I think everyone's fine, right?
No.
Right? We're all very strong. The best, most
any
capable.
egos have been bruised or anything?
I think. Is that
Well, I
something you-
was watching this one move his lips but not listening as I was thinking of a name. Maybe Maroon Platoon.
It's not wrong.
It rhymes. I'm a big fan of poetry. Maroon platoon. Platoon of maroon.
Platoon Maroon Platoon.
Under the red moon.
I love it. I think we should. I think we should do it.
You know, the goblins like to make a lot of jokes around here, so you could be called Patoonie Maroony. Just put that out there.
Maroon Platoon spells your doom.
Or the opportune
Hey.
Maroon.
That
like
would
maroon
macaroons.
Mm.
Because we
I
can be
do like
really
food.
sweet.
I mean, we want to be more fearsome, I'd say, than sweet.
It's true.
You know? I mean,
Maroon
the sweet
Falcon.
could be a surprise. Falcons.
I don't know. It's just a generic bird.
I just liked what, you know, Maggie said the other day because you were like standing over us and you're like the shade of maroon. I thought it's intimidating. And like hides behind Ao's thigh.
I like pat him on the head. Yes, very intimidating.
But-
So what do you think, guys? Should we put it to a vote?
Shade.
We could let the whole tavern
Well-
decide.
Mike's like, please.
I feel like we should actually put up
Tavern?
a poll in the chat for the whole tavern.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do.
We'll keep thinking about it and workshopping it. But something with maroon is really. I mean, we already invested money in this, so, don't want that go waste.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Why am I so bad at this? Is it manage poll? Right?
Yeah, you can
Okay.
do /poll in the chat too, and it should give you an option to pop up.
Yeah, I say we let the tavern decide. The people name us,
Mm-hmm.
and then we will be recognizable by the people.
What is it? Maroon platoon?
Maroon platoon.
Maroon
Maroon
platoon.
That's my favorite.
Maroon Platoon, Maroon 5, and Shade of Maroon.
I also said the opportune Maroon.
Opportune maroon, maroon falcon. There's so many.
We could just be the Marooned.
The maroon.
Maroon
That's
harpoon?
not bad. All right,
Maroon-
we're gonna.
Maroon menace. Maroon menace is good. Thank
I
you,
only
Max.
have
That's
5
fun.
slots. What are we
Yes.
replacing for Maroon Menace? You want to take out Shade of Maroon?
I'm sorry, that's my least.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
favorite.
I don't like it either. It's all I can come up with.
Yeah.
All right.
No, Amara, we can't get rid of.
We have a
Maroon.
first poll that says which one to get rid of, and then a second poll with the new plot. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I literally have one that says try again, which means we'll come back and we'll continue this later.
I want maroon
So-
platoon.
As this is being voted on, and the tavern behind you all is arguing over who you guys all should be named, you just feel a little tug at your kind of at your clothing, Ao.
What's up?
What?
Did you see that? We're like really recognizable now.
Oh,
One
yeah.
step.
Well, I
One step closer.
always knew that you would make it happen, Ao. I mean, if anyone could do it, you sure can. But
I'll stop. But you can keep going.
Yeah. So I met with the contact with the Aurora Watch, and well, just here you go. And he hands you a like a leather note, or almost like a papyrus note that's been written upon.
Thanks.
You open it up.
Look at it. Yeah.
And it says, "Ayo, whatever you're calling yourselves in your group today. You have been requested to show yourselves at the Helter Skelter, which you all know is to be the home. I know it's a weird name. The home building of the council members, the ones that make decisions, the elders for the city. We have a special assignment for you all." It says elder member Cruz.
I read it, and then I just like flip the note downward because like it's covering my face, and then I just look at everyone and it just flips down. Like, we already have a mission. Are you ready?
Sure.
We can put all of our skills to the test.
I'll be right back. Gonna run off, use the restroom, be back. Okay, I'm ready.
The Puffy Twins and Maroon Platoon. Awesome.
You wanted us to play these characters.
The entire tavern behind you is all just raising their mugs. Maroon Platoon, Maroon Platoon, Maroon Platoon.
Okay. Maroon Platoon is MP.
I don't like celebrity status. This is a lot.
Enjoy it, it'll be fun. It's fine. You get free beer now.
Just get used to it, everybody. This whole city's going to be yelling our name. Oh, there's a kitty behind me. Oh, you see that? Yeah.
Yeah, I like the tavern cats.
I feel like
really
that's so
cute.
in character though too. Like, oh, kitty. That's just AO sees this cat walk past
Yes,
the
name
back
is,
patio.
I asked, his name's Taffy, so next time we're here.
Oh, we should have a mascot.
That cat.
That
That
cat?
cat.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if we'll ever see it ever again, but I think it should be our mascot. Hopefully it doesn't die until we can find it again.
I hope not. All right.
Well,
So
pray to the Lux and maybe it's meant to be.
I've heard stories about adventurers who find animals and forget they had them. They end up being forgotten over time.
Oh, that's a depressing story.
Oh, that would never happen
I've heard
to
a lot
us.
of adventurers, they'll just find people to pawn the animals off on, and then they don't have to worry.
I read that as well, yeah. Yeah.
We're
Because
gonna
they
be
forgot
different,
about
right?
them.
That's not us. That's not the Maroon Platoon.
No, the Maroon Platoon would never.
Oh, and
We
he
would never.
reaches into his bag. It's I got you guys stuff, and he hands like a cloak and a shawl to Gelsariad and kind of like an under sweatshirt sort of like armor thing for Irfan.
The scarf really suits you, Gelsarian. Very, like, regal. I'm digging it.
Thank you.
Irvine, you're looking great.
It smells nicer.
I hope so.
No,
Oh,
look at us.
Is that what that
Look at
smell
all of us.
was? Because I was gonna ask next, but
Do you
I
have,
thought that was
like,
impolite.
a spell to, like, get rid of the buzz?
I'm mostly clear. I'm gonna be fine.
He casts guidance on you and just says, I mean, it might help you take a shower. I don't know. But they said they really wanted us to show up as soon as possible, so I don't think we should
Yes.
keep them waiting.
We have to be professional. Okay, and everyone, before we meet with the council, we have to be impressive. We have to stand maybe with like a pose. I was thinking, like, if we all have like a sort of pose that we always stand in, so when people, you know, like they see us and they know that. I was thinking I could do this.
We need to buy those things for billowing.
I could do this.
That would look really cool. You could do that. Okay, that works for me.
Okay. He's like writing down notes of whose poses are what. And
Galsariad, do you have a pose?
No, you know what? I'm gonna do this. He just puts his hands on his daggers. That feels more comfortable.
Okay, you can do that. So, Gal said this is open if you want this one.
I think that most times when I just walk into the room, I sort of captivate the audience around me, and I believe this will be a satisfactory way for me to stand as I normally do.
Oh, okay, so eyebrow thing. All right.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. Actually, we just witnessed that.
He's very confident in himself, that's for sure.
Maggie, what's your pose? Did you have a pose?
This one's
I
open.
was just gonna
Yeah,
stand
this one is
here.
open.
Yeah. Does it look more intimidating?
Oh yeah,
That looks way better on you than I'm pretty sure it looked on
If you put your hands behind your muscles, it makes them look even bigger.
Yeah. I didn't need to roll. Yeah, we're good.
You're fine.
I was gonna roll for intimidation.
Nope,
but
we're
it
not
was another
rolling. You're
one.
fine. We're using
So we're
base
not rolling.
passive intimidation right now.
I'm not allowed to roll anymore.
Rolled another one.
I rolled another one.
That's 5 in a row.
What is going
You need to destroy all those dice.
Yeah.
on?
They are Jice-daled.
Oh my god.
Maggie just.
Yeah, that's it.
You're getting it.
We'll work on it. We'll workshop it.
We will.
I think if I cover up the flower, maybe that'll make
No,
it
the
more
flower's
intimidating.
beautiful. I really like it.
It is.
Yeah, you gotta own it.
But if
Are
you
we
want
going to be
intimidate-
late? That would
Oh, let's go! Yes,
horrible.
yes, let's go, let's go. And I just like run out of the bar.
Ah. Careful! Dermot like waddles after you.
And I'll walk slowly but deliberately after them.
Perfect. You guys
Your
all
run will
know.
follow after, and as they walk by a horse trough, you're like, keep walking.
Perfect. And luckily, you all know as you kind of clamber down off of these steps and like wooden stairway that's built down from the tavern, different houses that sits. Oh, excuse me, got the hiccups. From this tortoise. I drank too much alcohol. I'm sorry. It was just really excited that we're named the Maroon Platoon.
Best name ever.
But as you make it down to the bottom, J1 on the Jigao map is where this tavern's at. And you know that going through the city and through the main part of it, you would get closer down to the water. And when this, kind of like this built-in island sort of thing, J9 is where you guys can make yourselves there. Nope. I mean, do you guys need to do anything, stop along the way? Or are you guys going directly to the elders?
I'd say I'm directly marching there unless someone stops me.
Yeah. I'm just going.
Perfect. All right.
Irvan's chasing behind, like getting a little bit ahead, doing a little bit of cleanup work. Falling behind, catching back up, getting ahead, doing the same thing.
I like it. Perfect. And as you all make your way up through this crowd, the streets are pretty open still at the moment. A few travelers, a few merchants making their way in. But you already know, after seeing festivals like this street will be crowded shoulder to shoulder within a week's time. And that, or within a day's time. Week's time, sorry. Week's time when the festival actually starts. But you can hear everyone, blacksmiths hammering away, trying to begin making their armors and wares to sell. You see the threadists and people selling clothes and people putting out meats and everything, like starting to set up their stalls and different attractions as well that people do coin, like a stone toss, and you see a stage that'll be for like a food eating contest. Did you guys make your way down? And finally down, as you turn around the corner, this kind of center spot that looks a lot nicer than the rest, that's kind of cobbled together. Clearly a little bit of gold has been introduced to this section of town. As you can see, in front of you lies a compound surrounded by a 10-foot stone fence. Near the southwest corner of the compound is the entrance where 2 Kryn Dynasty soldiers stand guard. Behind the 2 guards, you can make out 2 buildings. The westernmost building is a 2-story building made of stone in the shape of a dodecahedron, the symbol of the Luxon and the Kryn Dynasty. To the east is a low wooden building. As you approach the compound, the 2 guards call out to you, "What is your business here?"
Hello, we are the Maroon Platoon, newly named. Anyway, we're here to see the council.
Platoon? Are you military?
Maroon Platoon!
Why maroon?
It's the color we wear.
Color coded.
Do you see it? You see it? Yeah?
It's not bad.
Recognized ball, yeah? Yeah?
We'll see. All right.
I mean, it is, though.
The elder gave us this to meet with you all. And he's like reaching up to him.
Oh, right, yes.
Ah, right then. So you all named yourself the Maroon Platoon.
That's very forward of you to think it was ourselves that named it that. It's what the people we helped named us.
That is true, out of pure gratitude of how we helped save the day.
He's already
Say it
turned
was
around
released
and started walking away.
The crowd.
The other one goes, oh,
Rude.
yeah, just follow him. We'll just keep guard. Go ahead, Platoon.
You have a great day, sir.
You as well.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Keep walking.
Fantastic. Yeah, it seems like the guards are kind of here as a presence just to keep out unwanted guests and stuff like this. But because you were requested, you are brought in and escorted in towards the dodecahedron building. You do know that the other shorter one is barracks for other Kryn Dynasty soldiers that are stationed here just to keep the peace for the Kryn Dynasty, especially now with the festival coming in. You can see tents are now being built up as extra housing for soldiers that are going to come into the town here. This is like really action-y music. Hold on a second. Let me change that. Okay.
Walking to the council. Da-na-na.
Seriously, yeah, you're about to like start a fight. Perfect.
Power walking.
All right. The guard begins to lead you towards the dodecahedron building into like a foyer area. The guard opens the exterior door and leads you inside the 2-story building into a bit of a waiting room. The council is currently in a meeting. Wait here until you are called, states your escort before heading back to their post.
You got it, sir.
Okay. Kind of was a little bit annoyed with your, energetic kind of spirit, I guess you could say.
It's a very helpful attitude. I don't know what you're talking about.
You guys are left
Heroic,
alone.
I would say.
Oh, heroic, sure. You guys are left alone, and you can see the waiting room
Gauss,
contains...
are you related to that god?
That is extremely rude
Oh.
to say.
That's rude. Or what?
Yeah, I mean,
Are you
even
related to every human?
even I would say that's pretty messed up,
No,
man.
I
It's the
mean,
year 865, dude.
I'm asking because of the fact that it's like the same attitude. The other god was awesome. I liked him.
I mean, that's fair, actually.
I'm
I've
just
seen
saying.
many drunks in my time. Are you related to all of them?
I'm related to some of them.
But not all.
Oh, is this charming banter going to be the,
I was just about
the
to ask
norm
that, yeah.
around here?
At least we have entertainment.
I think you guys should say one nice thing to each other, one compliment. Let's try that.
Ayo
That's a
Skin's
good
really great,
idea.
and she's a great leader. Oh, you're talking about just them? I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah,
sorry.
just these two. Thank you, though. I think you're awesome. You have a lot
Maggie,
of
I love your eyes.
Okay, anyway, what's...
Thank you.
They're beautiful.
I think you look great, but I think you already know that. That spell you threw back, that was pretty awesome.
Great job, Irvin. Your turn.
Your ability to see that I look great is admirable.
Wow, that is an Avon line if I've ever heard one.
You need to use
Step in the right direction.
Compliments on eyesight, I guess that works.
I mean, we're still new. I guess all adventuring parties need to gel, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
We're gonna be best friends by the end of all this, just like those stories. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as we're gonna have some fun while we do it, I'm in.
Yes.
I was reading in the library that 98% of adventuring parties don't make it, though.
Well, we're not in that 98%.
Oh.
Don't tell me the odds.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
I
Just
say
tell
we
you the
see it as a
evens.
challenge. Yes. The evens.
Uh-oh.
I like your joke.
Perfect. And as you're looking around, you can see that the room contains two sets of doors, a few benches, and the walls are covered with tapestries depicting the epic battles of the Kryn dynasty. It's about 5 to 10 minutes that go by. Is there anything you guys wish to continue to discuss as you're waiting?
I really think we should get cloaks of billowing, though.
That would look flashy.
It'll look pretty cool. I say we earn enough money.
Maybe we can also do like a pyramid formation too.
I call
One
being
person on
top
each
because
magazine.
No.
If I fall, I might be able to land properly. He's the lightest. Look at the armor he's wearing.
Yeah.
It does look great, by the way.
Thanks, I actually made it myself. See, it looks like the Luxon, the building we're in.
Wait, you made that yourself?
Yeah.
Where'd you learn to do that? 'Cause that's awesome.
I mean, so all the other armor was a little too big because I'm like the shortest one in my family, so I just had to make it work for me. And then when AO said we're going to be adventuring, I was like, oh, I want to keep everybody safe, and so I figured this would be the best way. So the Luxon's always with us.
Yeah.
And it also looks like a 20-sided dice in those games.
Oh, those games are stupid. Boring.
Oh, hey.
You can
You
mix
can
up
learn a
rules
lot
for
of
those
rules,
games.
but
I guess I just always lose. I roll so many ones.
Oh, I thought you were one of those people who were concerned about evil ties to play in that game.
You're really smart, I guess. It's about that time as the doors open across the hallway, and you see 2 Aurora guards taking out a body on a stretcher that's covered in black cloth, obviously dead, as they take them out to the back door. And you see one of the guards come up to you and goes, "The council's ready to see you. Maroon
Maroon Platoon. Yep.
No one else is. It's not as.
It just might spell your doom.
No, it's. We look really weird if the whole group's not doing it. That's all right. We'll work on it. He just shakes his head and turns around. But as you get walked in, you walk through the doors and see before you 3 individuals sitting in chairs at the far end of the room. The room itself is the same shape as the building. Sitting to the left is a frail, elderly goblin wearing green robes, which Ao, you recognize as well as Dermot, as the leader of Dermot's clan. Just to the right of him is a young, handsome drow garbed in armor, standing there, very well put together, who's the leader of the Kryn dynasty output here, the liaison. And in the chair furthest to right is an elderly orc dressed in hunting leathers. Upon your entrance, the drow speaks up and says, "Ah, yes, this must be the group that is going to replace the last one. I sure hope your recommendation goes far." As this is Durith Miram speaking, the leader, the liaison of the Kryn dynasty, looking over to Elder Arushu, who is the, make sure I'm just getting this right. Arushu, who is the older orc, and the elder goblin is Kolbu Kaz. The Elder Kaz, as you guys know him all. Ao, you know that Elder Kaz is the one that's kind of given you guys this leg up through Dermot because of their clan relationship. Has potentially gotten you this. Elder Ushru adjusts his seat before saying, "Well, last night one of our people returned late and alone from a fishing expedition. She left Jigao a few days ago with some friends in search of new fishing grounds. She returned in a panic and was muttering that her companions had been taken. At this point, the elderly goblin, Elder Kolbu Kaz, pipes in. Well, unfortunately, much of our resources are being spent to keep the city itself safe. We did try and send a few of our soldiers out, but they returned dead, poisoned. We have many visitors, and the townspeople themselves tend to be extra rambunctious this time of year. We don't have the ability to look into this ourselves till after the festival is over and things have quieted down here. If you agreed to help us, the dynasty, kind of looking over to Durith, is willing to pay each of you 25 gold pieces. Durith kind of just nods as well. You will also garner our trust, which may provide future opportunities, pipes in Elder Kolbukaz, kind of giving you a wink a little bit as well. So, you agree to accept this quest of yours? You could make a name, give a little bit of credence to Maroon Platoon.
And she opens her mouth, absolute, and then she stops herself and then looks at the others. We good? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't have to ask us. You're our leader. It's fine.
Absolutely. The Maroon Platoon has your back and always will.
The drow leaders, Maroon Platoon, Murder Hobos. What are these names of adventuring groups? This is ridiculous. Fine, Maroon Platoon.
There's so many of them. I mean, you have to get creative. I
mean, really, Vox Machina, where do you come up with that?
Yeah, exactly. Could you come up with one right now on the spot?
Sure. The Deadly Defenders.
Oh, that's actually pretty good.
I know.
Why didn't we do that? Well, whatever. We're the most.
The bite of. The bite. We just call it the bite. I'm not good at naming things, but you guys, I like Maroon Platoon. That's great.
Thank you. Thanks.
The orc just is I don't want to be here. The survivor of the fishing party is Zar Nanur. She was last seen at her home in the Meatwaters section. That should be all. If you can find out what happened and hopefully bring home her companions, deal with whatever happened to them, we'll be forever in your gratitude.
Sure. So they were an adventuring party, you're saying? They also were one?
They
were
were
just a fisherman group?
They were just a group of fishermen.
Gotcha. All right.
That's why we are hoping that you all will be capable handling this yourselves.
Absolutely. No problem.
We can do it.
Put it out of your minds. Because we got it.
You see the door on the other side roll in, and it's just this goblin's running in. He's like, Mom! This is not fair! This blue lady kicked me out! Sorry. I'll go wait out. Yes, you will wait outside and stop embarrassing me. Sorry. And just kind of looks at Dermot. Just rolls his eyes a little bit. So, I appreciate it. I think that should convene the council, and the Kryn Dynasty member walks with the orc out the other door. They're sort of whispering and speaking of just the different preparations they're going to make for this festival, as the elder Kaz walks down to you all and just looks at you all. I'm very appreciative that you are going to take this up. I'm not going to say that there's any favorites at play, but I think if you do this, you've put a good reputation out there with the different people of the Festival of Merit. Yeah, so it'll give you a leg up, I think.
Oh, yeah. Oh, awesome.
Wonderful.
Yes, that's exactly.
There's going to be thousands of adventuring groups. This is a good way to get your start. I've seen many not make it, but everyone will know your name.
Yes, a leg up on the competition. Yes.
You're an 11, maybe bring it down to a 9 for a little bit. Ayo.
I like your energy personally.
Thank you. I think it'll.
Just in my old age,
so
I'm a little
excited.
I get hypersensitive. That's all. It's a lot going on. That's all.
Oh. I'll bring it back up when I leave the
It's
building.
knowing your audience, of course, yes.
Professionalism. Professionalism.
You're doing
I'm
amazing.
just really excited.
So I haven't met you two then yet. I know Maggie. Maggie, you've been quite great this past few weeks.
I'm Gal Sariad.
Sorry, it is a pleasure to meet you.
It is.
I will walk up and take her hand, and kiss her hand, and be like, move on.
Yvonne. And you see her then place her hand on yours as you feel a bit of a chill go through you. Ah. So you know the Luxon well, Irvan. Well, you're welcome home then.
I think that too.
Good, of course, of course. Well, then it seems you have found quite a good group then. Ayo, Dermot, my little dear Dermot. She walks up and kind of takes the cheek of Dermot. Please stop. Not when I'm not working. Stop it. Well, I'm so proud of you for finding a group put together and friends that you guys, co-workers that you guys will, I'm sure, look out for each other. Dermot here has been working very hard to become a cleric of the Duxon. We'll keep you nice and safe. But, well, I shoo along. I think you should get going before it gets night.
Did you guys have any other questions before we get going?
No, I think we should just go.
You too?
Do you know what type of poison it was?
Unfortunately, we haven't really been able to figure that out yet. It's beyond the knowledge of those that we've seen so far. But I do believe Zaw had some sort of wound. She claimed that she was poisoned herself. You might be able to examine it.
Good to know.
I think we can
Any
see if we can
other
find out.
Unfortunately, like I
questions?
said, there's really not much I know besides what she's already told us.
Well, I've spent extensive amount of time researching. I'm sure that will come in handy in discovering how to resolve the situation and make sure this ends in a satisfactory way for all involved, and everyone will be pleased with the Maroon platoon.
You're very long-winded, my dear. Very smart, but very long-winded.
That was so legit. You should be the one that's talking to the council. Maybe when it's like something smart and fancy to say, and then I do this, and then you open your mouth.
If that is what you would like my role to be, I will accept that position.
I would love it, personally. So anytime we need a little boost of looking more legit.
There have been many nights I've stayed up late in the archives. It just goes on long.
Okay, well, my back hurts, so you guys have fun. You can continue on. I'm gonna go get dinner now.
Enjoy. Thank you.
Thanks.
Good seeing you all as well, yes. Make sure to come see us afterwards. Let us know what you find.
Of course.
Yes, all right. It was a pleasure, Irvan. He walks kind of away, and you hear the cracking of her just knees as she's like slowly walking along.
Alright, well, shall we go? First official.
Is there anything nice in the room we're in? Is there anybody else in there?
There's no one else here. Well, and there would be like 2 or 3 guards that are kind of watching over you, but the really only nice things, there's a few kind of like altars and things and like statuettes towards the Luxon, but would be like up at the chairs, maybe like a gravel and some of the like paperwork that's up there. But
there are guards watching.
there
us.
are guards watching, yeah.
Okay.
Unfortunately. But it's about midday now. Alright.
I think it's a
Yeah.
good idea to head out.
Let's go.
Alright. Ayo.
Then she just takes off from this.
You take off. Where are you taking off to?
The place that they said to go.
What did they say? Miss Leader.
Well, the leader is too excited.
You want to roll a history check?
She literally, I would say she charges out the door so excited to go, and then she turns around and goes, wait, where were we going again?
Were we going to speak to the survivor?
Yes, that. And
Yeah.
the meat place.
In the meat
I know
waters section.
I know she would know because she lives there.
Sure.
But every time you say meat waters, I
It's so
think in my
gross.
head,
Yeah.
it can't be named that. That is the worst name I've ever heard. And so I like
In a orc and
take it out of my mind.
as an orc and goblin town, I think Meat Waters is a fantastic name.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so we'll go there first,
Okay.
I think.
Perfect. Go ahead and give me a. I guess it'd be maybe survival, or just to see like it's survival or investigation, to try and find if you know who this person is and where they live and like how to get around and show them. And
Can I assist?
yeah, I was gonna say, well, you're a bit newer here. I'll say Dermot will assist, just because he knows this area as well.
Okay.
Just out of RP, but yeah, mechanically you'd be giving her advantage.
You want survival?
It's up to you.
What did you say? What was my 2?
Survival or investigation, or if there's another stat that you want to convince me of. But it'd be like to find her house and to know how well you know the area.
Okay, let's see. What am I good at? Yeah, let's do survival.
You could even do history too, if that's one.
19.
19? Okay. Yeah, easy enough. There's a little bit of worry, Maggie, Gassari, and Irvine, that like in her excitement that she's just marching you guys like maybe in a circle. But you realize she's actually taking you to the back side of an alleyway that then comes back up to where this house is. As this house is on the docks in the meat waters, as it's obviously a fisherman. So you can find kind of going up to it. The outside has like nets and some fishing gear, a small little boat that's tied up. But the door is like cracked open a little bit. And you can just hear like a tea kettle kind of that's piping hot and like whistling. You guys do? It's like kind of one of those like really tight alleyways where like all these houses are kind of built together, different materials and covers, and it's not the best part of town either.
All right. So I think I've done a lot of the talking. Now I think it's one of your turn. You know,
I think
test
that
the waters,
maybe Maggie
see
would do
what we're
really
good
well.
at.
No? Okay.
Wait, for talking?
I mean,
People don't-
you have such a nice face and you're so kind to
I mean,
everybody.
we'll all back each other up, but you know.
Can I even fit in? Are we going in the doors?
It's up to you guys. You guys are outside, kind of like walking down this dock,
Let me go knock on the
Get to
door.
the
Which one
door.
was it again?
It's over there.
like the last one on there.
Go over and I'll knock on it.
Hello?
Hello?
Who is it?
Some relative of Dermot's?
Maroon Platoon? Oh, sorry, nobody.
I
Still get the name
don't know who that is.
Been asked to come check on you and ask some questions, make sure you're doing okay.
Good job.
Oh, right.
Over in the background, like flashing you thumbs up.
You can just still hear the whistling of this tea kettle like on a fire as walking over and opening the door is a female orc standing there. Her hair is disheveled. You can see bags under her eyes, and she still looks very weak and just jittery. Sorry, please, you said the council sent you?
Yes.
Very tempted to give you a persuasion check on that one, because that sounded like a question. But no, you can.
Yes, they did.
They did? We are the Maroon Platoon, I say from the back.
Oh, there's more of you. Okay.
Yes, we are a
Well,
whole
it
group.
sounds
We
like-
are very capable.
They're taking it seriously enough that they wanted more than just one person on the job.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, why don't you give me a persuasion
whole
check with
platoon.
advantage just to see if she recognizes you in Dermot.
Can me and Irvin both roll?
Oh, Irvine's already done a good job with the RP. This is just has she seen you around town before sort of thing.
Okay. Oh, like past
Yeah,
stuff?
just past stuff.
You
yeah.
mean?
Yep.
Okay, I got a 17.
17, okay. Oh, Ayo, you're part of this group as well?
Mm-hmm.
She's actually the one that got us all together.
Oh,
And I would say you can trust each of these fine individuals.
okay, sure.
Very capable.
yeah.
Here to help.
Do you want to come in then, I guess? And she just turns around, and doesn't it like open the door even more? The kettle's still going off.
Does it look like we'll all fit?
It looks like it's gonna be
Yeah.
a tight fit for Maggie. Maggie, you might have to like sit at the front door and just peek your head in.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I would just sit outside and just.
I'll walk on in.
You walk in, as
Yeah.
you look around, there's like a couch and a hammock, a little bit of another section where like gutting food and like we should like cook some fish, but everything seems in just a disarray, disheveled. The tea kettle's still going off. She goes, "Oh, let me get you some drinks," and she just walks over and like grabs one, just sits down, and like seems to have already forgotten that she said she's gonna grab you some drinks. And she's like,
Allow me.
Does the fish look like it's not quite ready yet? Like it was partially
the
prepared?
fish
and
looked like,
stopped?
yeah, fish looked like it was like half prepared, not fully skinned yet, and then like was like stopped before like the fire's lit but never even put on. It's still raw.
I'm gonna go and just start. I'm just gonna head over and start preparing the fish.
I'm gonna take over the drink part of
Sure.
it.
You can tell it's over boiled a little bit. Either if it's gonna be a little bitter, or you're gonna have to start over.
If I sense that, I will start over.
Just pour it out. Yeah, help yourselves. Come on in. Ayo, so you said the maroon platoon?
Yes.
Yeah, she's council member Kaz and Ushu sent us to help you. And this is our friend Maggie. She's great.
Hi.
And Gelsariad and Irvan.
We got this. Whatever your problem is, we're gonna take care of it. Okay?
Right. Sure. Yeah, of course. I hope they're okay. We had gone out fishing a few days ago. You know, it's been really tough around here to find, good spots to fish. More people have come in with the treaty between the goblins and the orcs, and it's hard to find a good fishing spot. And well, my friend Boghat, he said he knew of a good honey hole to the north in the swamp, where we'd be able to find more and larger fish, so we'd make money. But it's really hard to remember exactly what happened. But when we went out there, he had been heard that there was like some fishing town up there that had been abandoned for a long time. We're about halfway up through the swamp, and I just remember being hit by something in my arm. I saw a lot of strange colors. That's about all I remember until I woke up and everybody was gone.
So, you don't even remember what you got hit in the arm with? Do you have like a wound or anything?
And you just kind of see her like zoning out for a second, and then sure. And she like lifts her arm. If anyone wants to give me a medicine check to examine it.
Sure.
Yeah, I would look over at like Gal, just because he had mentioned.
Sure.
17.
Nice.
21.
Perfect. Yeah,
Nice.
Irvan, you've seen wounds like this before, and you would recognize just even a simple look. This is some sort of like pinprick, needle, or dart wound, and bruising around it. Swollen. Could be a poison, could be something else. By the description, it sounds like poison. Gelsariad, as you kind of lean in closer, you can see some of the wounds that's been cleaned, so it's not really infected, but it's got like a dark purple kind of swell to the wound itself. Clearly a poison. Not quite one you've seen before in your travels, but it comes across as obviously not deadly, but maybe some sort of poison that knocks someone out. Just from her description.
So it wouldn't be like a natural one that I've known. It's something that someone would make? Or from a creature I wouldn't know about? Or...
It would probably be more of a creature you've come across. This seems similar to like a natural poison, but you haven't quite seen one like this before. Give me a nature check just to see if you've come across this poison before.
Right, so that's a 17.
Okay. You start thinking about it. You recently might have come across a group of researchers who have been studying a natural built poison of a small race of frogs called grungs that people have been trying to make poisons out of the poison that secretes from their skin. Seems to match up with what they've been talking about.
I was doing some research about frog creatures known as grung.
Wait, is that a thing? I thought I was dreaming, but I do remember seeing like frog-like silhouettes, taking them away. I just thought I was seeing things.
It is very much a thing. People have been working on synthesizing the poison they naturally create.
Grungs, are they dangerous? You know them to be quite hostile.
They can be quite dangerous.
All right, so you saw these things taking your friends away, or at least that's what you think?
I guess, yeah, I'd fallen after this poison, and I woke up under a mangrove tree, and I couldn't really move, but I thought I was just dreaming or something, or hallucinating, but I guess if you're saying that's the thing, that, yeah, they were dragging my friends away. I was traveling with Boghat, Arab, and Yuka. They're all orcs like me.
So, I'm sorry if you said this before. How did you get away then? Did you just wake up and you were alone, or?
Yeah, well, when I woke up, I was covered under this mangrove leaf, and I guess they didn't see me. I stumbled back here and found the city guard. They sent someone out there. Have you heard back from them?
No.
Oh.
So that's why we're here, okay?
Please,
yes.
Please help save them for me.
Oh yeah.
Like, that really means a lot to me, and I know we were just trying to get, a better fishing area just to get by. I have a family to feed, and I don't want them to die just because we were trying to just find better fish.
Yeah.
Walk over with a freshly brewed cup of tea.
Same thing with you, Irvon. You kind of finish up the food.
You get the fish started cooking.
You guys are so nice. Thank you. I'm sorry. I've just been so distracted, and I feel like this hasn't really worn off that much. I kept on seeing strange colors when I got hit. I don't feel quite myself yet.
How long ago was that?
This was a few days ago. I think 2 days ago.
2 days ago. And you're still not feeling right?
It's getting better, but it's taking some time.
Are you still seeing colors?
Oh, yes, hello. I'm so sorry. I forgot you were over there. No, just when I got hit by whatever I got hit by in my arm. Good.
Well, Dermot, do you think you can do something to help her at all? Is there anything you think?
I mean, I could try. But you already been seen. by the clerics? And she goes, oh yes, the clerics and paladins already did everything they could, and they just said I needed rest. Oh, okay. And he kind of goes over and just kind of puts his hand on her and just, I mean, mechanically does guidance, but just kind of like prays for her. Thank you so much. Of course. Let me know if you need anything more. I might be able to, if you feel injured or anything. I just want to make sure my friends are safe.
Can everyone start looking through the cabinets and see if he can pull together something that he uses to help wipe away also his own stuff that he uses for after big time binge drink nights?
Sure. Yeah, you could easily find some herbs and spices that she has ready for like the different fish and things like that, and put together kind of like your little home remedy.
Yes.
Perfect. Well, so you guys are gonna go out and look for them then?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thank you so
That's
much.
the job.
And she takes a scrap piece of paper and draws it. So we're to the north, north of Chigao, up in the swamps. If you just go, it's about a half day's travel, and he was saying there's an old fishing town that had been abandoned 2 years ago. They just stopped showing up, but there's word that those fishermen used to be able to catch the largest fish, the best fish in the region. And she kind of does a little map that shows to follow the Ithalon River up to the north, past Chigao and up to the swamp. And that she goes, there's a rock. We called it the Goblin's Nose. No offense. It literally looked like a goblin and his nose. Right there, she's like, no offense taken. And just, you follow that directly in to this grove of mangrove trees. And there's a watering hole, at least that's what we were told. But it was about that point when we got attacked, so I never actually got to this little fishing town that they spoke of.
Okay.
That's when we got attacked. It was about 50 feet past that rock. She kind of gives you a little, hand-drawn map.
This is very helpful. Did you guys have any other questions?
Do you have plenty of fresh water?
I do. Yes. Did you need any for your travels?
No, I'm just making sure you're set before we leave.
Thank you. No, it's fine. I have plenty of that, and I have plenty of meat water from the local vendor. So I really prefer the hot dogs when they boil them to take that water. It's really refreshing. So it just has a bit of a flavor that I enjoy.
I've had some of the beers that are made with that, and it's very
The porters are actually really good. She just looks to get a little emotional. She goes, that was Rob's favorite drink, was the hot dog water beer.
The meaty beer.
I think that's what it was called, yes?
Yeah. That's a good one.
I'm sorry, I don't have much I can offer you, but anytime you need food or fish, anything I have, I'd be more than happy to give you any in repayment for this.
There is no need, as he looks around, to give us any of your possessions.
Oh, of course. You're so
Thank
kind.
you. Thanks for your generosity, though. Yeah, that's what he's trying to say. And you know, you've been through a lot. We just want to make sure you're okay. But don't worry. We already handled one mission with success. This one will be a success, too. You can have confidence in us.
Wait, this is your second mission?
Mm-hmm.
Today.
Yep.
Oh. Okay, and she
No,
just like does the
don't
equivalent of
worry.
the side of the cross, but for the Luxon. Like, she just okay. Like the hope that had been building had been slightly deflated with that one. Oh, they
Do
sent me
not
the rookie
worry.
team. Great.
The other people, we got our name from a large group of people who are so grateful for the things we did for them. You're gonna be just
That's
fine.
true.
Okay. Sure. I believe in you. Thank you. No, thank you though. You've been very nice. I believe in you.
You know what? And you don't need to. You can let our actions speak for us when we come back with your friends.
Thank you. Perfect.
But I mean, as if you guys are good, I think we can go and get this started. Unless there's anything else.
Works for me.
I agree. Let's begin our journey on to find these individuals who need rescuing.
I like how Galsarian slowly turned into Snape throughout this.
Yeah.
The slowest of journeys.
Well, I like that every time I think a sentence is done, like I put a mental period,
There's
and
more.
then he just keeps talking.
I love it.
Yeah, it
It's
keeps
so good.
happening like that. It's really
I mean, when you
good.
love to hear yourself talk, of course. It's so good. I love
So
it.
this character description.
I
I'm just
love
RP.
Galsarian. It's so good. She just kind of nods and thank you all, and you can hear the creaking of the dock as Maggie gets her full weight upon it again and just slowly starts walking down upon it.
Your front area was very comfortable. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you, Miss Maggie. That's very appreciative. She just kind of closes the door behind you guys. Everyone give me perception checks. As Dermot's just walking in front and goes, I think that went well.
8.
13.
11.
Do you want to know what it is?
Did you roll a 1?
Another one?
No. It's
Oh,
a
broke the streak.
It's a 15 plus 4.
Hey,
that's
the
really
curse
good.
is broken.
Everyone else, you're quite proud of how that went. You're like, yeah, we made her feel good, everything. Mag, you're the only one that just hears her break out in tears, goes, they're dead, they're doomed. And starts breaking down crying. And that is where we'll take a quick break. Thank you guys so much. You guys are doing wonderful playing the rivals, bringing them to life. We'll go ahead and take a quick break as we always do at 9:30 and come back about 9:40 or so to see how our maroon platoon finds the opportune trek through the swamp and see how that goes.
At noon.
At noon. I'm never
I said
gonna.
lagoon instead.
I hope they find the lagoon. This is gonna be.
Under a moon?
All right, we're going to break. See you guys when we get back. Nope. It's just happening.
Someone write a song!
Nope. Perfect timing. Thank you guys so much for holding on during our quick little break. And thank you guys so much for supporting us for the Meet the Rivals pre-campaign one-shot of Call of the Netherdeep. It's been so much fun jumping into this new campaign. It's kind of a right in between Wild Beyond the Witchlight, where it's like, I'm just reading the book. Straight Meet the Rivals, yes. Right from the start. Then there's Fate's United, which is totally homebrew, and this is like right in the middle, where I'm adding a whole lot to the adventure and kind of fleshing out, but it's a pre-written one. So thank you guys so much for coming out to this and doing this, and thank you so much to Brittany, Nick, Megan, and Greg, who'll be joining up as the players of this campaign. I'm so excited to bring them on and show off their characters as well. It's gonna be great. So we jump back in with the Maroon Platoon, the most amazing name of the newest adventuring party here in Jigao, as you guys are set upon a mission from the council elders to help an orc named Nar to find her missing 3 fisherman friends from a swamp town up north. Guys, gather your gear, any items that you need. And are you leaving today and trying to get there about nighttime? Or are you going to wait for the morning and head out during the day?
I think AO would be like, we gotta get this done. Yes, let's do it. But
Yeah.
if someone is like, she should listen to other people's suggestions too.
I'm not the best at fighting at night. I mean, I can if I need to.
No issues in the night.
There will be issues if you don't have dark vision at night in combat.
But I do like the fact that we still have a free bed to use. And we can get up early in the morning.
That is true.
You do know if you travel quickly and don't get lost, you might be able to get there during dusk and still have a little bit of daylight. But it's a risk.
Does anyone else want to wait? We could put it to a vote, or we could just decide if one of us can't fight well, we should wait till all of us can. I mean, we're all a new group. We can decide, you know, what we want to do and like whatever.
I mean, I can make it work out.
is.
Ao's the dictator, she decides! I'm sorry, my bad.
Whoa!
Sorry, it was a little heavy, I'm sorry.
She has
It
the
just-
crown.
my
The
bad.
invisible crown.
I'm just so used to doing whatever AO says.
Well, I don't make you do that, I hope.
No, I want to. No, I want to do it, but like, no, I chose you as the leader because I know you're going to make all the right decisions. But I'm down for democracy as well.
Democracy sounds good, I think.
A little nervous.
You sound so confident in that.
You don't have to be.
And I have dark
nervous,
vision
it's
as well,
okay.
so I mean, I'm okay at night either way. But
I can see in the dark just fine.
oh, Irvine, you're just.
Alright, let's just
one
go.
of you. But I mean, we
Do
gotta
you?
be
I
there
mean,
for the group.
would a torch help you?
Yeah.
Or anything, or like?
I mean, we could bring some torches, it'll be fine.
I can hold it up really high, and then you'll be okay.
That's true.
Look at Maggie bringing solutions.
Maggie, you're so smart.
Strap it to my head, then I can be hands free.
Well, I was gonna say tie it to your back, but if you want to do it to your head, sure.
I can be
Is-
a beacon.
I know.
Presents
that
an aura?
those
That's
Who
interesting.
are? Excuse me, please. I've heard people who are members of Faith occasionally may have times where they can provide the ability to have an item emit light from their arcane abilities they've received from their deity or the like. Would you happen to be able to provide him a light source through your arcane means? Perhaps.
Do you have light? I think that's what he's trying to
Is he
ask.
done?
He's done.
Oh yeah, I can do that too. I forgot. So yeah, I can help
Splendid.
Irvine and just presses it and goes like.
There you
Yeah,
go.
Gal, that was great. Can we
Don't
just
worry.
call you Gal? I feel like that's a little easier to.
Mm.
You know-
Maybe if we become closer than just acquaintances.
We would all have 3-letter nicknames. Ao, Mag, Irv, Gal, Dur. Or Mott.
True.
So I prefer Mott, actually.
So how do we know when we've reached that level of friendship? Are you going to inform us, or like after we finish the mission and we're successful and starting to get famous? Is that when we'll all be friends?
Meter?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I
There's
can get that already. You can't fit in my eyes.
Excuse me, you continue to interrupt me as I speak. There is a very complicated calculation that happens based off of time and events that we've encountered together to calculate this.
And respect, right?
So like Murray from Flight of the Conchords.
Yes.
Just levels of friendship.
There's a graph and everything. Yes.
Oh. That's, well, I mean, if you have a system in place, then
Wow.
yeah, that's amazing.
I have never heard of friendship being measured to such a does it work?
My friendship would be off the chart. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it would be. And I like high five him.
So is it like a 9-step system then?
As we proceed, you can get a weekly update newsletter from my pen.
Well, I feel like we at least
I
made
would
one
love that.
step. So I'm gonna call you Galisariah. Drop the D. We'll eventually get to just Gal.
No.
I feel like if you do that, the friendship level will get in the negatives.
Yeah, that might not be the first good step.
Then I might need to
You
add
know?
more letters to his name, like Galisariah. Galis.
Maybe you should talk and walk on this one, guys.
Yeah, let's.
Yeah, sure. Let's see how it's going. But yes, I want that newsletter. Galisariad, please.
Mm-hmm.
It can be provided for you. Let's go.
Perfect. You guys make your preparations. You grab all of your armor.
Do you get comics in the
weapons.
newsletter? Nice. Well, that's great.
Yep.
Think about
They
it.
may be above your head.
You're like just the most like intelligence 20 like jokes
Like,
about
yeah.
like magic formulas that when other people it's like all those chess memes. Have you
Yeah.
seen those? Where
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like you have no idea what they even are.
Yeah, about like 30 minutes in, Dermot's just, I don't know what they're even talking about anymore.
So good.
The Galisariad Gazette. I love this. Perfect.
That's perfect.
However, you do eventually make your way out of Jigao. Start walking along the tracks to the north, which, Ao, you're quite familiar as the route up to your hometown is right past this way as well. Who's leading the charge?
Ao.
Yeah, I mean I probably would, and if anyone wants to help me, feels like they are good at
Sure. Give me a survival
navigating
check.
things.
I'll help.
Do a survive
Okay.
with advantage.
Fine.
I'll keep my eye out since I'm probably in the back, so I'm not obstructing anyone's view. And
Just
You
stand
know,
in front so no one
twice
can
as
look
tall as
around
everyone
you.
else.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to
Yeah.
redo order.
I got a 19.
Perfect. All right. You continue to travel, and you're able to. You know the paths well enough to stay on along the right path, follow the right forks in the road, and the bickering and continuing of gelling and getting to know each other kind of comes and goes in little parts of quiet as the buzzing of the bugs up in the swamp starts kind of like flying past your ears as the dirt path becomes a little bit more wet and muddy. Take about half of a day's travel, and with the 19, you made really good time as you still have a little bit of light in the mid-afternoon is still to go. You guys are getting about to the point where you know on the map where they'd point out that you need to start looking out for this goblin's nose. Why don't everyone give me perception checks?
I'm nervous every time I have to roll.
15.
15?
18.
Competition already starts.
23.
Look at you,
Nice.
Maggie.
I rolled a 19.
Hey!
Yes.
9.
9. So Maggie, with her view up above and can see this first, unobstructed by everyone else. Maggie, you do zone in on this rock ahead that even Dermot doesn't see, Ao doesn't see, but you see first and point out as to Galsarian and Irvon as you walk up. That reminds you, as Dermot's just kind of turning his head and saying something to Ao that kind of reminds you of Dermot's head. A little, yeah.
Mm-hmm. There's I think the rock's right there.
Oh! Look at that!
I don't think it looks anything like a goblin.
Not at all. No.
No, but you know, people just need to
Touching his nose.
say things to.
I mean,
Maybe
have
there's
you
like
ever
a human
seen?
skull rock or something.
Have you ever seen people talk about the stars? They're always like, "Oh, that one's a scorpion," and I'm like, "It looks like 5 dots in the sky."
I
Mhm.
have seen that one. That one's pretty cool, though.
But I mean, I just mean it's kind of like the same thing. They
That's-
attribute something to something.
I mean, that's fair. Thank you, Irvon. That's very nice. I don't remember what she said, though. Was it east or west once we find the goblin's nose?
What do you guys
Let's
remember?
see how well my players are listening to the DM.
I took notes on a post-it.
Which way do you guys
I
go?
don't. Can we
I
roll
mean-
a remembrance check, please?
Do you want to do
It's
it?
not that
Always
we
the
aren't
days, always the
listening, Mike.
east.
It's just, it's hard when there's a big chunk of information. And I feel like you should just tell us what it was.
I mean, history checks.
Okay, that's fine. I'll accept it.
Well, they say go left or right.
I got a natural 1, so I'm just like, I'm going east. Unless you
I
still
got a
differently.
1 as well.
Oh,
What?
Yeah.
my
Okay, I
goodness.
got a 16. So
7.
Perfect. All right, Galsariad, clearly you do remember. She said east. I don't know why they don't remember.
east.
Oh,
You
thank
don't know
you.
that I don't remember. I was already heading east.
Like 2 steps that way already. Perfect. She did say it was about 3 hours in from this spot east is where they got attacked.
So now we can keep some time.
Perfect. Give me another survival check.
I will assist.
Yeah.
When we start getting close to the spot where she said the ambush happened, I'm gonna try to sneak into the woods a little.
Perfect. Okay.
There's a place for me to sneak
I'm gonna-
out. I want to try to.
Make sure my mage armor is fresh too.
Awesome. Cool.
21.
21. Perfect.
Ooh.
Easily able to, and you guys even pick up your pace a little bit, kind of knowing that it's that far away, and able to make it about 2.5 hours. Then slow down and sneak, if you wish. Anyone who wishes to sneak up, give me a stealth check.
Yeah.
I'll try. I don't know how good I am at it.
Is AO the Karis and early beacons like not even worth trying?
Wow! As I'm at
23.
Nice.
Ooh, it looks like she is. 4.
18.
Chomp, chomp. Maggie ducks down and disappears slowly on the opposite side of Irvon. Quietly, deftly, with a nimbleness of large stature, able to stay quite quiet. Galsariad?
12.
Well, a little louder, but at least you're not clanking along like Dermot and AO are. As AO's like talking about, is there like lions out here or like big monsters that are gonna come find us?
Probably not. We'll be fine. Besides, we kind of want that, right? Because then we can defeat them and then look very cool.
I guess, as long as you're safe, but
Yeah,
Ao,
let's talk.
where'd everybody
Yeah.
go?
Oh no, do they hate us?
I don't know, baby. This is totally Karis and Renbog's early beacons. However, as you continue walking up, the trees clear out a little bit as you're still in like a quite swampy area. You can feel the mud licking and sucking up against the boot as every time you're trying to step forward. But in the distance, you see a large cluster of mangrove trees. As you get closer to the cluster of trees, you can see that the cluster is a few miles wide. They easily hide a prosperous fishing hole. After a few minutes of travel, you make it to the edge of the trees. The ground changes from dry and sandy to wet and sticky. It is starting to get a little bit later in the afternoon. You guys made it with some great rolls here quick enough that you decide to go in a little with some urgency, that you'd have a couple hours of daylight, though it is starting to wane, or it totally gets nighttime. What are y'all passive perceptions?
11.
12.
12.
14.
13.
All right, Maggie, yet again, as you're standing around and kind of circling, you actually find a backpack at the bottom of one of these trees.
Okay. I'll hold it up.
It kind of
Look through
matches
it.
some of the descriptions. It has like fishing gear inside. Some of the descriptions that Czar might have given you of what they were carrying as well.
Okay.
Anybody else wish to look around,
you-
or what are you guys planning on doing here?
Yeah, I'd want to look around and
Yeah,
see if we
I'll
can find
investigate the area
anything.
too, see if there's
Yeah.
any more.
I'll look around as best I can without breaking my stealth.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, you can move with half speed and kind of quietly go around in the bushes, so it's going to take a little bit, but you guys could roll me
Yeah.
investigation.
17.
17.
Nat 20!
Nat 20!
Nat 20 as well!
Look at this, it's returning.
15.
Nice.
I don't know what an ad is for it, but it's that.
Intelligence.
All
Oh.
4 of you stumble upon and can find, literally stumbling upon, something that rolls under your feet, Ao, as you kind of stumble a bit. The rest of you can see 2 more, and you're kind of all about the same time able to see 4 different poison darts on the ground.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Yeah, within the backpack, you were able to find the fishing gear, the bedrolls, some backpacks, extra clothing, and you kind of see some of these like strewn about nearby as well. But you are able to find the poison darts.
Were they like shot in the ground, or they were like, pulled out and dropped on the ground?
They're like pulled out and dropped on the ground. They seem to be like depleted of anything that was inside.
So kind of like this is maybe where all these people were taken and all of their stuff was pulled off of them.
What it seems like. Yep.
Hmm.
This may be where they were taken to and stripped of their belongings.
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep a close eye.
Yeah, definitely. Is there... Have I ever seen, like, these poison darts around before? Especially since I kind of am, like, from the area. And I've, like, hunted around the area and stuff, too.
You can give me a nature check for this one.
Oh.
Yeah, I would want to mage hand and then examine them as well. 'Cause I'm
There you
curious.
go.
Yeah, Gassar, you can give me a nature check as well.
14!
That's natural 20. 20.
Hey!
14. Ao, you've seen darts before, but nothing that resembles this specific style or culture.
Okay.
Gassar, Ed, you had already kind of had an inkling, based on your pickup before, the poisons and stuff, what you're looking at. And you can looking for the modifiers, and you can see clearly where poison was injected to it. Kind of cultural, like, the same sort of looks that a Grung village would put upon their darts, and same sort of materials that they would use.
Yes, just as I suspected, the craftsmanship of these darts are matching up with what I was reading about in the research about the Grum.
Oh,
Seems to line up.
okay.
Do you know anything else about them that might be able to help us out here then?
Yeah.
They are poisonous.
Right.
They are territorial and aggressive. They will likely attack if we are spotted. Are they like carnivores or anything? Like, do I know anything like that?
Go and give me another nature check.
That's 15.
Surprisingly enough, even though you've never really been to this area, you have heard a lot, and because that conversation looked into it more, that's the weird part of this. Grung aren't known to eat other, like, races or humanoids. Why they're taking them or anything seems odd.
That is concerning, though. They don't typically eat large creatures.
They do
Well,
eat,
Well, they could be
they do eat fish.
sacrificing.
Oh, there's that. Good.
They could be sacrificing them.
Wow. For what? Wow, that's a conclusion.
Or
I mean,
making
not-
them fish.
It's not a bad idea, Maggie. I just didn't expect you to say that. I mean, wow.
We're not gonna
Okay,
get sacrificed, are we?
No.
Oh, Maggie.
It seems
over.
they wanted to have them unconscious for some reason,
Mm-hmm.
and to take them
Hostages.
rather than just slaying them.
Yep. Are they? Do you know if they're intelligent?
They have intelligence to them if they can hunt.
True. And ambush someone, I guess, huh?
I have an
Mhm.
average sense of
Alright.
intelligence.
Okay.
They aren't quite to my level, but
Very
They-
few are.
Well, who is? You know.
Accurate.
they are still more than just a beast.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, they might not have even eaten them. Maybe it was more an intrusion on where they are, or
Mhm.
yeah, I don't know, I'm not sure. Well, do we want to just keep going forward? Do we want to make a lot of noise and see if it draws people? I think that might be kind of fun, but
Anything
We can
useful
all-
in the backpacks? Just looking through it.
Fishing gear, backpacks, bedrolls, clothing. Most of it's kind of been skewed around. Nothing really useful.
Okay.
We could
Hey,
do an ambush.
I'm gonna grab the
Oh,
fishing
man.
wire at least.
cool. So, why don't you guys give me a survival check? Try and figure out what direction it might have gone.
11.
19.
What's survival under?
Wisdom.
Okay, thank you. I just only have the stat block and I don't have
I know, that's what I'm
Yeah.
going off of too. So,
Yeah.
Like,
I have 3 skills, I can look at everything else. And
Yeah, if it's not listed, you just use the category. 5.
ah,
I got 15.
Nice. Yeah, Irvine, you're quickly able to kind of like place together what's happening. You start seeing drag marks, and you and Ao kind of both end up pointing in the same direction, north of this spot, deeper into these woods.
Wait. Nice job, Irvin. Okay, so we ready to do launch scout?
we could do an ambush and get the jump on them if somebody wants to be like bait.
Oh, I could be bait, absolutely, just because I'm not quiet.
Oh, I don't know if you like making you bait's the greatest idea. I mean, I don't know if anybody should be bait. What if you're hurt?
Oh, we're not at. Then you come heal me.
Okay.
Is everyone wearing armor besides me? But everyone has
I think
armor.
so.
Yeah, just very basic stuff.
Yeah,
Very basic. He's very low.
I don't think mine is metal or anything. I just don't have much stuff.
I'm just curious because I
Everyone's
could
got a
cast mage
breastplate
armor
and shield.
on
Oh, let
on
me.
somebody if
Yeah, it says it under armor class what you're wearing.
Yeah, leather armor.
Oh, I've studied
13.
leather. Yeah.
Yep, I'm at 13 as well.
Would any of you like maybe a potential boost to that? You must remove your armor though.
Maybe
Oh.
go up as bait.
Oh, you think? Sure.
He was like, yeah.
So
Let's do it.
anybody taking off their armor?
Yeah.
I'll keep mine on. I
this-
like mine.
I'll take
Yeah, this
care of
takes a
it.
while to get out.
I got it. I'll be bait.
Oh, but I wanted to be bait.
When
Don't
should
make
the
this
leader
into a
be bait,
debate.
though?
He's got a
Huh?
point.
The leader probably shouldn't be bait. If something goes wrong,
I like Arvon.
No,
Take off your simple armor. I will give you my arcane armor.
I never thought you'd ask. Thanks, sir.
Literally.
And I will reach out and touch his shoulder and cast mage armor on him for 13 plus your dex.
And the
Please,
shit
Nice.
their AC.
sells. Perfect. So how are you guys approaching this? Are you sneaking in? Are you ambushing? Are you trying to pull people out? What's going on?
You guys want
Well,
to
let's pull people out.
sneak, and I'll just kind of walk down the middle.
Yes,
I'm,
go bait.
I'm not sneaky though, guys. I think
Me
me
neither.
not being bait is silly, but that's okay. It's already done. Let's just do
Just-
this.
Go hide there. I'm just gonna start yelling.
Ah.
Sure.
Oh, okay.
I can be loud.
Be at the
It's
ready.
fine.
Okay. And just hobbles over and like ducks down into a bush.
Yeah, I'll go try and find a hiding place.
I'm gonna hide.
It's actually pretty good for Dermot.
Irvin's gonna start walking. He's not gonna go too terribly, like. Yeah, he'll kind of like start moving around and yelling.
Okay.
Maybe at the most get like 90 feet away from the group, and he's not gonna get himself too terribly far.
You're gonna make some noise.
Yeah, maybe I'll like kick a tree or start lighting a fire.
Perfect. I like
that's,
it.
That's what I'll do. I'll start lighting a fire where everybody's kind of surrounding the area.
Okay.
So I'm clearly like a beacon of something there.
I like it. Okay. So you're gonna try and pull people out and ambush them? Is like kind of the idea?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I like it. Let's go ahead and switch over our battle screen.
Yay.
We'll zoom in a little bit here in the corner as because of you pulling them out, I'm still going to use this map, but you guys are like pulling them out a good 30, 50 feet away from the edge of this, so you can't really see too much in beyond like the tree line so far. But we'll use this little lower corner as the little token map, so you can place your characters wherever you wish.
God. I always
I do
forget
not
how
have
to.
token access at the moment.
You don't have token
Oh.
access?
Or maybe it's because everybody's stuff is in the way. Why is everybody's stuff in the way?
Well, that's all the boxes are in the way for me too, and I don't remember what the option is to get their names out of here.
What
I
boxes?
have that.
There we go.
No.
What are you talking about?
So you know
Scroll
how
down on the screen.
The problem I had earlier with the box, the
yeah,
avatar
like
box.
the avatar boxes are like giant on my screen, and it's blocking the entire map, and I don't know how to get rid of them.
Oh, in your settings. Okay.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
remember how
Yeah.
to change
Go to settings,
Uh-huh.
audio and video,
Uh-huh.
video display.
Oh.
And then names only.
Names only. Jeez, those take up so much
I was
room.
like, what are you talking about? Like, my tokens are like normal size, guys. Like, what are you talking about?
The box, like, it took up
No, yeah, I understand what you mean, but I'm like, avatars, like, my avatars for you
Yeah.
guys are perfect size. I don't know what you're talking about. Cool.
I'm good now.
Okay, awesome.
Yep.
So, as you start making noise, Maggie, are you just standing out behind?
No, there's not very many places I can hide. I didn't really hide well. I got a 5, so.
That's fine. Yeah, I mean, okay. So you got a 5. Their attention currently is more on Irvon. Maybe when they get closer, you won't get surprised or anything because, like, you're kind of, once they look around, you're just like hiding as a tree, like among the other trees. But you guys start hearing the rustling is kind of like, and you start seeing 2 kind of warrior guards walking forward with yellow and black skin as they're kind of with their spears out pointing towards Irvon as they're kind of like spreading around. What are you guys doing? As Irvon is now lighting fire, like kind of making noises. They don't seem to understand common from what you're picking up so far.
I just like ready my bow, but I don't shoot yet. I just wait to see what happens.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just holding my attack until I see somebody else attack.
Perfect.
Yep.
Irvon, what are you doing?
I'm gonna stand on the side of the fire that's facing with my back towards them.
Okay. So you're just like pretending like you don't even see him?
Yep.
Okay. Cool. They seem like they're just coming up towards him. They look like they're about to attack, unless you guys do anything.
If they look like they're about to attack, I will attack.
Then we'll attack.
Yeah, they'll both get up here unless you do anything different, Irvon. At what point are you guys attacking as they're walking up? And actually, I will say, if are you guys letting them get all the way up to Irvon?
I would say it'd
No.
probably be at least
Within,
5 feet away.
Yeah.
Like this?
Yeah.
Because it's about, I was about to say, it's about that point that one looks over and sees you, Maggie, just kind of standing there in the
A
tree.
leaf goes over like
I'd
one
go
part
up.
of it.
Yeah, just goes, "Rawr." Go to roll initiative, everyone.
And anybody within 30 feet gets advantage.
Yes.
Yes.
I like that.
And if you are using
Yep.
roll 20, if you click on your token when you click initiative, it will automatically do it. But I don't know if anyone else is.
Wait, I clicked on my token.
It's fine. I'll
I
do
mean,
it.
I got a 14, but I could do that if you'd prefer. It's
No,
easier for
no. I was just saying if anyone was just.
Well,
I
I
I
tried.
got a 13.
I rolled twice, but it took my lowest number.
I think I
So
deleted the
actually
wrong
got
one. So you got a 13.
Yeah, I got a
Okay.
13. Thank you.
Oh, sorry, you got a 14.
Yeah, I got a 14.
Vermont got a. Welcome, cleric, to the team. Maggie.
14.
14.
But I know that
Nice.
my dex is not as high as his.
Yeah, so we'll go Gassariad first, or do you guys want to choose? Who's
I got a
first?
14 as well.
Yeah, you got to put Urban in there.
Oh, that's right.
No,
okay.
I got a 13. I got a 13.
Cool.
Yeah, it was
Oh.
13. Sorry.
Who wants to go first, Maggie or Gassariad?
You can go first, Gulsariad. Wizards first.
Sure. I don't care. I mean, I was waiting until somebody else attacked, so I would go after the person who attacked, I think. But
Mage before beauty.
Okay.
so,
Okay.
if Maggie would go first, then I would go right after.
Oh.
We can go
Yeah,
through that
works.
round. Yeah, for sure. We'll go through it as each one. Let me switch over to battle music. As you guys get this started. What are we gonna start with? Where's Hades? I want some Hades music.
Yeah, let's see if dice rolls hate me on
All
this now.
So, the frog looks
Oh,
over
no.
and sees you, Maggie. Are you attacking? What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go up and attack, and I have a 10-foot reach, so that's nice.
Yeah, there you go.
Squish.
And feel free to kind of RP what you guys are doing, or also kind of like help explain to those watching, since we are introducing the rivals. You can explain some of your abilities and what you guys do as we're doing it.
14. I have a giant maul. 14.
14? Perfect. Yeah, 14 hits, as these grungs are not
good.
wearing any armor.
Okay.
Whack-a-grung.
Whack a grung,
Yeah.
essentially.
I'm thinking of like that putty golf, mini putty. 12.
12 points of damage?
Yep.
Nice. As you hit this one and kind of crack down, you just see the amphibious kind of shoulder like take it and then kind of snap back in place. He's got like a whip in hand. All right.
Nice. And that's it.
You have 2 attacks?
All I can do. Nope, it just says 1.
Really?
It doesn't specify. Yeah, I don't.
Does it say
Multi-attack or anything?
yeah, it's a multi-attack in the
It doesn't say multi-attack. Nope.
Just double check real quick.
Yeah.
Right, well, I think it's just because it
There's-
does so much damage, yeah. It's like a slower attack.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's 2d8 plus 4.
Are you using the giant maul one?
Yeah.
Do you want to use the strength thing?
Oh yeah, DC 14 strength save. Yeah.
Perfect, yeah, you just see Maggie come down with just one slow, massive attack, and as she hits so hard that the grung is knocked off of its feet and is now pushed 5 feet away and prone as well. Oh. This one here is prone on the ground.
Yep.
Perfect. Awesome job. All right, so that is your turn. Maggie, you found the tactically perfect time to hit. Gelsariad, you're next.
I will target the one who's not prone. Am I hidden from this one?
You are hidden. And you have advantage, or surprise round too, so.
Sweet. So, Gelsariad will reach out his hand again. Another black, wispy energy will emerge from his hand, targeting towards the one who's not prone.
Perfect.
Not prone.
Like it.
That's it. That is a 24 to hit.
Yeah, 24 definitely hits.
So this black energy kind of shoots out and wisps into this creature and begins to sort of suck away life force for 25 points of necrotic damage
25
Wow.
points. Oof.
and pulls out from him then and emerges into a little purple ball and whisks back to me and collides into my chest.
Perfect. Yeah, you
So I
just
get
see
5.
you just see some of the like skin start drying up on the outside as you see him about to call out, but then just gets like his voice and some life force sucked out of him. He's looking starting to look a little bloodied. All right. Do anything else?
That will be all I do this turn.
Perfect. Irvon, you hear all these attacks behind you going on.
Irvan's gonna go boop, boop, boop.
And I'll say as well, just for the sake, since you did say you did it, there is a small 5-foot cube of fire happening right there. So almost like a little bonfire sort of thing.
And then I'm gonna try to. He's gonna like dash around, see the guy on the ground, and he's gonna get in a spot where he can try to.
Nice. He is prone. You have
Stab at
advantage. You're good to go.
Stabby, stab, stab.
Stabby, stab,
Stab,
stab.
stab.
First one is a.
This is what we're gonna
15
see them
hit.
do to our players. No, I'm just kidding. Yes, it does.
Lots of stabbing.
And the second one is a 18 to hit.
18 also hits as well.
All right. So the first attack does 5 points of piercing and 8 points of poison.
Oof. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. So how much of the slashing? 15?
It's 5 points piercing, 8 points poison.
5, okay. You kind of like notice normally when you hit with a poison, you start seeing like the veins kind of go out. Doesn't seem to affect them.
Okay, so no poison damage.
Poison damage.
Okay. Then the second hit is 6 points of piercing.
Perfect. All right, another 6 points. All right. Do anything else?
That's what I got.
I like it. Perfect. Ayo. It's your turn.
Ayo!
Ayo. Ayo, what are you doing up here?
What'd you do? Okay, so I had my longbow like ready, and I will shoot the one nearest me first.
Okay. Perfect.
First attack for a 20.
20 hits. Go to roll me damage. Kind of
15
lodges
piercing.
into its lower back. 15. Nice.
And
It
then
is
my second
looking
attack,
rough.
I just like take out another arrow really fast, pull it back, ching. But that is a 9.
A 9 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, it's able to like leap out of the way as you hit where its foot was. Kind of just miss, unfortunately, as it's now starting to like catch on that they're being ambushed.
I like look a little embarrassed and hope nobody saw me. Now I'm done.
It's okay, Ayo. You'll get him next time. It's Dermot's turn. He is going to cast Bless on Ayo, Irvon, and Maggie. And that'll be his turn.
Nice.
Go over and play down.
Almost down.
All right. These Grung warriors seem to be quite taken off guard and do not know what to do this turn. So we'll go back up to the top of the round, Maggie.
Wait, and we add bless to
Your attack rolls.
Attack rolls and saving
Attack
throws,
rolls?
so D4.
okay.
As you should be, Amara, as you should be.
Well, I rolled really low.
12 to hit.
Yeah.
Um.
Oh, I guess I needed to move.
Yeah, which one are you swinging at as well?
So this blue one that I hit before.
So you get advantage on that guy.
Yeah, you get advantage. He is
Do
still
I?
prone.
Okay, good. Oh, good. That's already better.
What did I do with
It's a 25 to
character
hit.
sheet? 25 definitely hits.
Yeah.
There
Yeah.
you are. Let me put you back in my tab bar here. Okay.
And for damage, I rolled a 1 and an 8, so min damage and max damage.
So how much?
13.
13 total?
13 total.
Perfect. All right, this one is also looking bloodied. Means they're
And he's
looking-
already prone, so.
Yep. Perfect. As you just smash down again, and kind of just right in the ribs, you just see frog blood come up, and they are looking pretty rough currently. Gelsariad.
All right. I will again point the finger out at that same one I targeted before, and just kind of muttering, "I want you," and just try to again drain more life from it.
Terrifying. The same one from before you said?
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Was I blessed? Sorry, I missed that.
No, you were not.
Okay, I didn't think so. Natural 20. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Needs a blood.
Yeah,
You can
natural
take the skull.
20.
Yep.
That sounds about right. Yeah. Let's see.
Even Dermot's like now frightened of Gelsar.
36 necrotic damage. And again, that purple orb kind of shoots back into me.
You get 9. 9 is what you take out of this guy. So I don't know what that.
No,
I don't know.
just get 5.
Okay, it's just anything. Okay, I wasn't sure if there was like a ratio.
Nope.
Yeah, this thing shrivels up and then turns to dust as he just disappears.
Ao whispers, he's more legit than I thought. What a find.
Perfect. Irvon, it is your go.
He's going to take 2 more stab attacks at this guy on the ground.
Perfect. Go for it.
Uh, 12 for the first roll.
12 hits. Go ahead and roll damage. Unfortunately, they
6 points of damage.
6 points. They're not wearing
Yeah.
much, and they're not well equipped against you guys. He is looking quite rough.
And the other one is a 23 to hit.
23 also hits. Also, I made this map last night instead of using.
There's
the
6
pre-made
more
one.
points of damage.
I think it looks way better.
Nice.
Perfect. It is looking rough. It's trying to crawl away as you just keep on stabbing in, just blood pouring out. It's on death's door, for sure. Alright, AO. Show up your team.
Okay.
Show them how a true leader fights.
Yeah, I will just try and finish it off with an arrow. I stand up out of my hiding place now since we're not hiding anymore.
Sure.
And just 15
15 hits.
with 10 damage.
10 as you do. Just tries to crawl away as one hand just killed through the back of its head. And it is now dead as well.
And then,
Go ahead.
I'm gonna walk out a little bit, use my movement, and see if there's anything else, because I do have another attack. But
Okay. You currently cannot see anything else, though you do see, at this point you can kind of see like a watering hole and fishing hole with like a river that comes from the north, and different tied planks and sticks, and even some bones tied in for replacements. All lead to this middle area with a campfire and something large, like almost like a statue. But at the moment, you don't see any movement or anything else.
okay.
As now the sun is beginning to start to set. It's not to the point of disadvantage or anything, but it's now like twilight, as it seems like you guys hit this camp at a time where, you know, not much was going on. You guys hit the 2 guards here. Dermot, on his turn, runs in fear and hides behind you, AO of Galsariad. But we are out of combat now. He's like, I don't even know what that was. Perfect.
That was a really good test run.
Good work.
Two of
Oh
you.
my goodness, everyone is very legit. Maroon platoon. Okay, should we spread out though? We need to like search this camp, I think.
Maybe not
Guys
too
out.
far spread.
Do you guys want to stay in initiative order, or do you want to just kind of free combat or free movement for now?
I mean, look around to see if we've seen anybody else, but if there's no one, I don't know why we stay in initiative.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, even just with you guys looking around right now, you can see buildings. Actually, give me perception checks to see how much you guys get revealed.
60.
13.
14.
Maggie?
21.
21.
Now I'm rolling okay.
Wow, okay.
Maggie.
I was about to say you see what you see, but The rest of you guys, it's kind of harder to see as the shadows are starting to come in, but Maggie, with your vision, you see that there is another building. Whoops, that's hide. There's another building up along the path to the top.
Mm-hmm.
You can see a secondary building here. Let me just kind of clear some of this out. You can kind of see past. You don't see any activity up here. You are standing next to another building here. There seems to be a second building. Trying to get it. That doesn't have any windows. Kind of down here. And because of that perception roll, you do see another building here, up at the top.
Mm-hmm.
It seems to have like grates, almost like tied together, like gates or like a prison, sort of like jail sort of thing. And then you can see all the way up here as well to a stone, almost like a built stone house that has a fire on inside. You can see there's little shadows moving about.
Okay.
So you get a good glance at like the entirety of the camp.
Yeah, I'll just kind of like point things out.
It's up to you guys to decide how you want to go about it.
I mean, do I recognize the statue in any way? Anything that it looks similar to?
You'd have to get a little closer to really see.
Okay. I'll wait for them to take the lead, and then I'll follow in and look for it.
Should we just head that way so that, you know...
Yeah, we could head that way and maybe to that jail part. Or it looks like a jail.
Yeah.
Maybe that's where they're keeping people.
Maybe we could just leave.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think we did our job, right? We could just go.
This was our job.
No. We gotta bring the people back. How would you feel if you were stuck here?
Alive. Oh, okay. I guess if I was stuck here, I wouldn't be. Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Hey, we got this.
Okay.
Let's go.
If you say so.
I say so.
Okay.
Can I just hop over these river things?
Yeah. Yeah, and you look inside the one
figured.
that you passed down to the bottom. Are you looking inside at all?
I will.
Okay.
I can't.
I mean, you can like peer in through
Stick
the
my head
windows
in.
and stuff.
You want me to check the one up top, or we just stick them together here?
Whatever, if you want to check, go for it.
Yeah, if you get ambushed, it's gonna be your fault.
I'm gonna
That's really
try
smart.
to hide and take a look at what's up here.
Okay, cool. Go and give me a stealth check.
10.
10, okay. Okay. Ao, as you walk up, and Maggie kind of walking past a little bit, Ao, you can see inside, and it seems to be like a broken table and what looks like a children's schoolhouse. But it's covered in webs, and it's been abandoned and not used in a long time. The growth of vines starting to come inside. This clearly is some sort of abandoned house of possibly that village that they were talking about.
Interesting. Okay.
Gelsariad, are you following up with them, or are you going up towards the statue?
Yeah, I'm sticking with them.
Are
I'm
you-
not going solo.
Are you staying near the house, or are you going to get near the statue?
Right now they're by the house. I'm by the house.
Okay. All right. Irvine, as you're starting to creep up closer to this, you can hear kind of croaking of a few grung as
That's
you,
enough for me to know to start backing out then.
with a 10, you start walking in, and it's just as you put one foot back, you crack on a large twig, and you see a grung's head stick out and kind of sound a bit of alarm. Unfortunately, 4 more grung with this call begin to run out of this. Sorry, they rolled a nat 20 on their perception.
Nice.
So, we'll be back in initiative then. Maggie, you see as the door opens and 4 grung start running out of this house in front of Irvan. What are you doing?
Well, I'm just gonna see that and run back. I'll dash. And that's where that is.
Okay, perfect. Go Sarid.
So seeing them.
I'd say you could probably see 2 of them through a window at the moment.
Can I do my gravity wave within that? Make a point right there?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay, so just kind of in the midst of them, I'm going to do that same thing with that black circular object fly out and then squeeze the hand, strength save for all of them within 10 feet of the center point.
Perfect. So that would be like the 3 of them, right? Or no, would you be able to hit all 4?
I mean, it depends on what I can see, but if I can like aim it in here, 10 foot, could hit all of them.
Cool. Yeah, we'll go with that.
I'll leave it up to you which ones are.
I'll go with that. 6, 18, 20, and 10. All right. So this first and last one are affected by this. And what happens to them again?
So the affected ones are pulled to the center. They all slide 10 feet towards the center of the sphere, and then they'll take damage, and the people who save don't get pulled, but they take half damage.
Nice. Go ahead and roll me damage. Wow, they get half as well. That's so good.
Yeah.
This is funny.
16 force damage, so 8 for half.
Okay. You just hear a cry out from those, and the other ones look pretty hurt. These don't seem as warrious as the other ones did. Warrious, I don't know. They don't look as ready for battle as the other ones did.
Literally.
All right. Ayo.
So do we see them?
Yeah, you got. I mean, you
Or
can.
from-
Yeah, you know, you heard this commotion. You saw one stick his head out the window, and you can see this little bead of energy go in and get sucked back out. So you can see the 2 of them in that window currently.
Okay. I will attack.
What's your range on your attack?
Oh, it's a longbow, I'm sure.
Okay, yeah, you're fine.
Yeah. I think the first one misses. That is a 7.
7 unfortunately misses. It hits the side of the building.
Do we still have bless up?
Oh,
you do?
yeah.
Yep.
I do. Let me roll that. Thank you for reminding me. 8.
Okay. Unfortunately, no, it still misses.
The second attack is a 22.
22 hits.
With 7 piercing.
Nice. That one takes this one out. Only had 2 hit points left. Irvan,
And that's my turn.
you are caught, but it seems that your friends have quickly dispatched most of them. This one is looking quite hurt.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Does that give me there 30?
Yep.
I'm gonna run in there. I'm gonna
Da da da.
attack.
Nice. Gonna roll me down. To hit.
12 on the first one.
12 actually hits, yeah. Roll me damage.
These ones poison immune to.
Yep.
3 points of damage.
That's enough to kill it. It had 2.
Hey.
Perfect. You guys were able to dispatch them quick enough before they could really bring attention as you guys kind of look around a little bit. Don't seem to see anything attracting their attention as of yet. Inside this bunk that you are, though, in Irvan, you see the 4 dead grung, and there are 4 hammocks hung from the walls. There are also odds and ends stashed through this little building there as well. It just seems like they were doing like daily activities. They like spears were still up against the wall. They were like eating fish and things like that. If you give me a quick investigation, you can. Or
16.
are you taking the time to look around? I should
I'll
probably
do a
ask that.
quick check, and then I'll go meet up with the group.
Yeah, quickly enough, he's find on the table 15 copper pieces and an alabaster mask made of catfish that can be found among the debris in this bunkhouse. Perfect. What are the rest of you guys doing?
I'd look at Gal and just be like, "Did you want to check out that thing? I can come with you."
Yes, I'm quite curious what that statue depicts.
Sure.
I'll follow.
So we can go over there.
Alright, I'll join you.
Yeah, I'm gonna position myself here. I think
Okay.
I can make that bridge.
I'm gonna hide in the woods.
Give me Are you trying to hide it all, Maggie?
No, but I'm trying to be sneaky.
Okay, give me a stealth check.
I got 19.
Nice.
18. I'm doing better now. Thank you, Maggie.
Perfect. Oh, sorry, Ao, give me a religion check.
Ooh, okay.
Distills, thank you so much for the raid. How are you guys doing? We're playing a little one-shot to introduce the rivals and call the Netherdeep.
9.
19.
You guys are up on this little middle stone kind of rock that, as you can see, the running water kind of washes down among and creates this beautiful kind of deep fishing pool. Right as you do, as you're about to look at the statue, you kind of are distracted as suddenly 13 fish are hopping down this waterfall and start filling in this fishing pool around. As you look over, like, wow, I can see exactly why this fishing hole was known for what it does. You can see that this river comes from from the mountain and ocean side atop and rides through and then ends up in this fishing hole here as well. So Distel's Place, thank you for joining at the right time to help with that description.
Yeah, that's perfect.
All right. What was the numbers you got on the?
9.
Perfect. 9 and I'm sorry, Mark. What was that?
19.
19. Okay. Yeah. Here you guys stand in the center of the village on an island with a fire pit and a wooden statue. The statue is constructed in the form of a grung with a headdress. At the base of the statue are different trinkets given to it. You don't recognize it, but it's clear that this is some sort of grung, either leader or deity that they kind of worship and give honor to. But it's nothing that you would recognize kind of in passing. It seems to be very like within their culture sort of thing.
And this is different craftsmanship than all the buildings, I'm assuming.
Yes, this is
This is constructed by them.
very much constructed by them, not even as well built as the fishing town around it is added for sure.
Okay.
Very interesting.
Oh?
Take note of this. I can add to the research. Put it in my newsletter.
I look forward to seeing your conclusions.
Amazing.
All right. Shall we continue?
Yes.
Just wanted to check in with people, so I just kind of know how to plan the rest of this. Do we have a hard cutoff at 11, or are you guys good to go another 30 minutes or so?
I
We're
can do
going
another
30
30,
minutes.
but I don't want to stay too late.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't want it to probably
Oh, yeah, of
go
course
longer
not.
than that.
Cool. I just want to double check, or if I had to cut some
We
things.
just
so we can do
auto
it.
win if
Yeah, we
not.
just auto win.
Yeah.
Oh wow, they just abandoned it and run away. Look at that, it's so weird. Cool.
I want to use the tree for cover and just kind of like half move whatever everybody else is moving as I go.
Perfect, okay. Who's taking the lead to push into the camp and investigate?
I will.
Our leader.
I'm just gonna
Da-da-da.
go along the other side. Run parallel.
Okay.
Or not run, but go parallel.
I like it. All right. Ao, and Irvine, you guys can see that the house that you're coming up to as well is empty, and seems to be same as before, meant for activity, but there's no one inside of it, and you can see animal covers and pelts below it. However, Ao, what are you specifically looking at? This house in front of you, or the one with like
This.
the open grates up top?
This one.
That one? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The jail.
Give me a perception check. Are you stealthing at all?
I'd be trying to be quiet. I don't know how dedicated she is.
Give me a quick stealth check with, it's up to you if you want to give yourself disadvantage if you think she would, or if she's doing half speed to maintain it.
I'll go slow.
Okay.
It's more like if she's discovered, she doesn't mind.
You're like going so
Like,
far
with
forward,
attitude.
you look back and like Irvine and Gusari are going like a lot quiet, like slower, and you just kind of like get down a little more quieter.
Nat 1 for a 3. Oops.
Okay.
Continuing my legacy. Thank you.
Interesting. All right.
And then, did you say perception?
Yep.
Oh, this roll 20 is doing me dirty. 6.
6. Okay. You can see in through this little grate some sort of body laying on the ground.
Oh, like a human? Or humanoid?
With
I
your
should say?
check, it's hard to tell. You'd have to get a lot closer to look inside.
Okay, is this
Just
pond
somebody.
thing deep?
What was that?
What did you say, D?
No, go. Sorry.
Oh, I didn't want to.
You're, go.
What was the question?
Is the pond deep? Is the pond deep?
Is the pond D?
D.
Deep.
Deep.
Is it deep? Like diving in. Gotcha.
Yeah,
I was
like,
like,
can I just
it's
walk
not
through
D,
it, or-
and it's not the area D, letter D. I'm really confused. It is deeper in that dark green, and then it starts getting like where you could stand where you're at.
Oh, okay, so can I just cross it? I don't have to like do a whole roundabout thing.
No, you can just cross through it at this point.
Okay, yeah, I just want to go look at it. I'll be like, hey guys, over here.
Perfect. All right. As you look inside, you can see 3 sleeping orc bodies that look malnourished and tired and seem to go along the descriptions that you've heard so far. However, when you've crossed over through that river, you do see through in the window a red grung that spots you and starts pointing and starts creating an alarm and sound. As you look behind, as the front door opens, and you guys see not a grung. So everyone give me perception checks.
8.
17.
19.
Good job, Josh.
20.
Nice. So everyone that got over a 13 can see it's definitely not a grung. But what seems like maybe a lot older shamanistic orc that steps out from the front window, creaking under with a hood over the front of her face and bones sticking out around a necklace of humanoids and stuff. Dear, if you're going to visit my camp, you should probably announce yourself. Unless you're here to join as dinner. But my name is Slapek. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Yes.
It's my girl!
Yes.
Yay!
For everyone who doesn't know, Slapek, yes, the same exact token, was my character that I did in Sip's one-shot, the Monster Hunter one. And it seems she got away and is got up to no
She's living
good
her
here.
best life.
Yeah, she's living her best life right now for the past 2 years. I was wondering how
Oh
long.
my gosh! The orcs. I just remember her original mission. That's all.
Yep. So, what are you all doing here? Maggie, Gelsariad, Irvine, you're fine. Give me stealth checks right now just to see. There's a pretty low perception, so far her attention is on the natural 1 duels of perceptions between Ao and Slapek.
So 18, I'll just kind of be in the silhouette of the statue, maybe.
Yeah, like you guys have to beat a nat 1. It's not hard at this point. 3. Maggie, even you just kind of like sit down and just stop and pretend to be a tree as she's like turning away from you currently.
I'm a boulder.
Yeah. And Dermot just kind of goes up and hides behind you. So, what are you doing and disturbing with my food?
Can I use half speed to like slowly creep up?
Yeah. You are well hidden at this point.
Well, Slawpeck, I'm Ao.
Pleasure.
And, absolutely. We're looking for these, friends over here. And we found them, so we're going to take them back to their home. Why do you have them now?
I already said food. You see my grung friends here, and she kind of like pets this reddish grung that has a crown on their head and seems to resemble the statue that you guys examined before, and just is like petting it on the back of its head. With Galsariad, you know they're poisonous to touch, as Slapek is just petting, and they were, I found, to be quite amendable to the things that I wanted. We found this nice little fishing hole, of course, that friends were more than happy to acquiesce to me. And we've been living a quiet life here in the past 2 years until you stumbled along. Maybe you should join us. And she starts licking her like lip, like the teeth or the fingers that were like touching the frog that had like the poison on it.
Hearing this, can we just attack?
Totally. Yeah, do you want to attack? You have. I mean, yeah, you're unseen by this person at the moment. If you want to, you would be half movement to not break your stealth currently. But if you want to attack, go for it.
Well, if I have half movement, I can't get to her.
Okay.
But
Got another nat 1 of perception yet. These guys have no clue that the rest of you guys are there.
if she looks like she's gonna start attacking Ao, then I'll rush in. I'll just wait.
She just seems to be happy to talk to her currently.
Okay.
Socializing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why don't you come here, dearie? I can't see you with the old eyes I have anymore.
That one's for
Yeah, I'm not a Mark DM, obviously.
I'm attempting to kind of pick every couple lines to move. Is that okay?
Yeah, I was definitely gonna say. I mean, at this point, I mean, you guys could. I'm literally telling you, with the nat ones I've gotten, you could get up on her and attack if you wish.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll go
I
a little bit more.
I'll start like walking closer, like especially taking all her attention as my, companions are all sneaking around.
Dermot casts Bless again on Irvine, Maggie, and Galsariad.
Right before they get too close, I'll do the gravity wave again, kind of in that doorway.
Nice. Okay.
I like as
Kinda like
he's
at the same
casting
time.
As
So-
he's casting it, I like say, sorry. Can I say sorry? I didn't. I'm sorry.
Go for it.
As he's casting, I see him starting, and I'm like, I think it's time for this to be done. We are the Maroon Platoon, and we got this. And I like take out my harpoon. Just as he casts that, basically.
Yeah,
Maroon
brush
Platoon.
right then.
Were you gonna say
So-
anything else, Mark, as well?
For what?
I just want to make sure. I think I'd cut you off, so I just want to make sure you were just casting this in the middle.
The orb goes out and just lands kind of right in here before they get too close, 10 feet
Perfect.
out in any direction. Or strength
See.
saves.
13. Another
Makes it.
13. Yep.
Both make it, so they will not get pulled, but they do take damage.
Perfect. And the rest of you guys get a surprise round as this happens, as you guys start initiative. She goes, yes, I think we're good. It gets pulled over to the side.
I no joke. It's 5d6. I rolled 4 of them as 6s for 28 damage down to half. So, 14.
Nice.
Is this guy gonna take over the world? Is he the big bad?
I mean,
at the end of this,
I rolled
He's
another
terrifying.
nat
He's
1.
terrifying him.
He's terrifying.
And there's the balance to the world is D as Maggie. All right, so you do 14 points of damage. Is that full or half?
For mine,
Yeah,
it was 28.
half to 14. Okay, cool. They take 14. All right, Maggie, Irvine, both of you guys can get your attacks off.
Natural 1.
Okay. Fair enough.
Do I see anything other than like? Is there windows in this building and things like that for me to see through?
Yeah,
or-
I'll say there's a window here. You can see there's a guard that's kind of like holding back and waiting, and another one on this other side that's kind of hiding and waiting, with 3 lesser ones kind of like, these seem to be non-combatants hiding in the back.
Okay.
The other ones weren't non-combatants, but these are.
And we'll push up and strike at that guy twice.
Nice, go for it. You get surprised because they all rolled that once. Ridiculous.
So the first one, yeah, I've got bless, right?
Yep.
It's 26 to hit,
26 hits.
Nice.
and the second strike is 25 to hit
Hits as well.
Crazy.
for a total of
These are level 3 characters.
These are the most terrifying people ever.
Yeah.
well, those were very high rolls.
Good thing I will have my players at level 3 by the time they meet them.
Although Irvine can actually do something to them though, because everyone's resistant to
Yeah.
this big damage.
Yeah, this is not the best fight for you.
Italy stuff.
Yeah,
It's 10 damage total between the two.
perfect. Okay, cool. All right, Maggie does that. Dermot, I guess, would have a turn as well. See what he's up to. Ooh. Dermot will have followed you and will take out his Lux and cast it out as you saw earlier that he did in the tavern. That is a 15 to hit, so that will hit. He'll take 9 points of damage and is blinded till his next turn. All right. I think it's everybody. Ayo, did you go?
No, I think that I accidentally clicked an initiative thing and then it changed my initiative.
That's-
It was a 13.
Yeah,
It's
I saw you
fine.
at 21 and I was like, oh,
Sorry.
It's-
you're good.
all right, we'll just bring it back down. That's no biggie. Cool.
Yank.
All right.
But I didn't go though.
Yeah, so what do you want to do? So you have the
I
shaman
will
and
just-
this orc next to it. This large orc. Seems about equal to
Wait,
Maggie's
this is the
size.
shaman? What's
The
his
grung
resident?
shaman, and then there's Slapek, who's like
Oh.
kind of taken over and kind of getting the grungs to do what she wants.
Okay, gotcha.
Yep.
Well, since this one's nearer to me, I'll just take on this one first.
Go for it.
I will grab my harpoon and do 2 attacks.
Go for it.
The first one is a 20 to hit
20 hits.
for 5 piercing,
5 piercing.
and the second attack is a 9. Oh wait, do you get it? Wait, if it's a surprise round, do I get advantage? Or no?
Yeah.
Or no? I don't remember how
She
that
was
works.
talking to you.
Yeah, I was gonna say not with you because you were talking.
Okay, that's fine.
But I'll
Yeah,
give you
yeah.
the round, just not the advantage, because
Sure,
you're
that's fine. So
kinda
I
helping.
missed.
All right. Very well, though. You helped distract them long enough.
Yeah.
As we get into combat, she goes, we were getting low on meat. Get the meat water going! And then Galsarian, go ahead. You first.
Oops.
I'm gonna see if I recharge. Does not recharge the ability.
That does sound like a boss. Alright.
I mean, he rolls
so
like
I'm gonna
one,
move to there, and I'm going to hold my super cool wispy black thing that I did earlier to see if anything gets close to me.
Okay, cool. So you're just holding it for now?
Yep. I mean, that's all I can do right now.
Okay, perfect. Maggie, you are now up.
Okay.
Really?
It's a 2. It's a 2. Plus a 6.
Buddy. So that's
Also
8.
D4.
Sorry.
Yeah, did you add the
Am I
D4?
plus? What was I at?
8.
9.
Oh, okay, sorry. My bad. Unfortunately, Maggie, it's just you're a lover, not a fighter, you know? You don't,
Yep.
you're like, oh, they got it. I'm sorry, Maggie. Alright,
It's okay.
so that's your turn?
She thinks frogs are cute, I guess.
Yeah, I
don't
guess
know.
so. Yeah, we'll make that a thing. Ayo, it's up to you.
Okay, harpoon again.
Perfect, go for it.
20.
20 hits? Hey, yeah, guys,
Or
if you guys
9.
hit over 13 on the grung, you hit. So,
Okay.
just letting you know to
so
help it go faster.
9.
9 points? Noise.
Mm-hmm. And then I hit again for 12 damage.
Perfect, dang. Alright, this one's looking rough. I'm so sorry, D. I feel so bad.
I'm like spinning the harpoon, pretty cool, as I'm like going into stab
Put it in
too.
harpoon! The
Yeah.
harpoon!
Yeah.
Nice.
With the harpoon, yeah!
She's just
Alright.
like, ah.
It is now finally the enemy's turn. I get a turn. This one's gonna take its spear and actually no. Yeah. No, it's gonna take its spear and try and hit back out at you. That is a 10 to hit. So that misses.
For me?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, that does nothing. Alright, well, okay. These
Good
groans.
turn, good turn.
Yeah, that's great. Irvine, it's your go again.
Alright, I'm gonna attack this guy twice again.
Go for
He's
it.
blinded, right?
He is blinded, you get advantage. Hey! Dice Legends! Hello, friends! Welcome in. My name is Bardicdice. I am being overwhelmed and destroyed by my group of rivals as we are doing a pre-campaign for Call of the Netherdeep that we're kicking off next week. They're doing amazing, bringing them to life. And as you hit, let's see, what's a good way to...
I rolled a 23 and a 27.
Nice. Okay, yep, they both hit. Let's see, 13. We got another 13, that's fun.
In more fish.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, this time, the 13 fish that were already in there, you see 13 more fish come down from the waterfall that enter into this. You're like, wow, this is obviously like a honey hole of a fishing thing. But this time you start seeing the fish start flying out and hitting the shaman Slapek a little bit as why they cannot hit anything at the moment. So thank you, Dice Legends, for jumping in. You guys are great. All right, how much damage did you do?
7 points.
7 points, nice. All right, yeah, it's just kind of stabbing in this warrior, kind of turning around, trying to blindly see where this attack's coming from. Do you have anything else?
If I can, I'll kind of try to push up against the side so that I'm minimizing my line of sight with the other people
Perfect.
in the room.
Yeah, I like that. Cool. It is now Slapek's turn. Unfortunately, because she was homebrewed, I had to change up her stats a little bit, or you guys would be restrained all day. But she kind of, you see her take out a bone and like little meat finger from her pouch as she starts prying the meat free of what looks like a weird like lizard
Ew.
folk thing that you have never recognized before. Poor Steve's character. And she bites down. She calls, "Ah, yes, my own adventuring group, I think, will help me quite nicely here." As she casts Spirit Guardians, as these spirits start rolling out of her pouches of different members of the hunting groups that you guys recognize from Rise of the Monsters that you played of your own character, like an elf and another orc barbarian, as they start spinning around her in a 15-foot cone, also hitting her own grung. But I think it's on the beginning of your turn, right?
I don't know if it affects allies, though, does it?
She doesn't care about
Oh,
that
okay.
grung.
Sure. Sure.
So when a creature's first time or start its turn. Okay, cool.
This is from centered on her, right?
Yep. Which
Okay.
I'll give you protection just because I don't think it goes around corners, right?
I don't think it matters.
I think
but-
from the center, I'm at 20 feet.
Okay, cool. Perfect.
Because I'm at 15 from the corner of her.
You just see
So
this
I'm at 20
grung.
from that.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't have it hit you then. The grung kind of turns around, just kind of looking scared and like betrayed by the Slopheck character. Perfect. That's their turn. This one's blinded. Going to make just a random swing out and kind of miss, as this one's going to jump out of the window here and come up behind you, AO, and try and hit you with a nat one, baby. With a nat one. We're hitting it hard tonight. Dermot just goes, no! It's thinking you're getting hurt. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Going here and doing that same thing as well. He's going to try and do his little ranged attack on the one hitting you. 60 feet. Yeah, okay. Of course he hits. Of course. So he's protecting his friend as he sears out with the Luxon. You see a dodecahedron of purple energy just blast out and hit this guy in the face, as he's now blinded and takes 5 points of damage. Galsariad, it is your go. It doesn't seem that anyone got close to you.
Yep, so I'll just move up here then. Let me see if my ability recharged. It does.
There you go.
I think I'll save it though. I want to have some special time with Slopheck over here. And I'm going to fire out the wispy thing for 20 to hit.
Doing a little Scarlet Witch out there. That definitely hits.
Oops.
And who are you hitting? Slopheck, you said?
Slopheck, yeah. Wow, okay. 23 damage.
Crazy.
And yeah, I'll just say
Starting to look rough.
you really should have stuck to the fish. You had plenty already. Shouldn't have expanded the menu.
Another
I'll take a couple steps
arcane.
back.
Those are the magics. Always taste the best. She now has her eyes set upon you. All right, Maggie. Let's go, Maggie. I do need a wisdom saving throw at the beginning of your turn.
Plus a d4.
Plus a d4.
Yeah, and a D4. $23.
Nice. You're able to save
Nice.
as your tough exterior helps protect you against these necrotic guardians. You will take 3 points of damage,
Okay,
as it didn't roll much.
that's fine.
But you're able to kind of push through, like barely even feeling it, as you just kind of step forward if you want, or continue to attack.
You know. Yep.
You got this. Let's see it.
Yeah,
This is
I
where
know
this is where it is. This is where it's at.
I got a natural 20.
Natural 20! Let's go! You were just waiting for the right time to do it. Maggie's like, nah, I I'm the tactic of masters.
Believe it!
I wait for the right opportunity to use up my energy. Just wha-pow! You come down with the wrath of the ogres. I love it.
So am I just rolling both the, so it's 2d8 plus 4, so I'm rolling 48 and then the plus
48
4?
plus
Is that
4.
it?
Yep.
Okay.
And she failed her strength saving throw. She gets pushed and proned. I don't even know if she'll survive this one anyway, but
23.
Woo!
Yay!
You know what? The funny thing is, that was one more than you needed. As you come crashing down, are you even saying anything, or is this just like focused in
just-
battle?
Yeah, focus.
You just see
She
Slotpack
walks through those
turn.
ghosts. Just
I love it. Slotpack turns.
I ain't afraid of no ghost.
She turns towards Gassar, and yes, the arcane ones are always taste. Mid monologue killing as Slotpack, my girl, is down.
I feel bad for killing.
I don't. Go for it. All right. Ayo, it is your turn. The shaman looks terrified that their leader is the one that betrayed them has been taken down. The one behind you is blinded. You clearly have the momentum here. You are the leader of the maroon platoon. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna direct your group in mercy, or are you gonna direct them to finish the job and kill all of the grung here?
Well, what? He said that they weren't normally violent, right? That's what,
They seem to be territorial. But yeah, they
Can't
wouldn't
be
have
hostile.
been normally hostile to go after other humanoids. And with everything you've heard and picked up, you get the sense Slotpack is maybe the one that pushed them to become that way. But you don't know.
Mhm.
Maybe they would continue their ways or not. It's
yeah.
hard to tell in the middle of battle. But what kind of leader are you, Ayo?
I like to think she's not entirely bloodthirsty. So, I kind of point my harpoon and I say, "You're lucky those three are alive. Get out and never come back." And I like point my harpoon like out to the.
Okay. Give me a persuasion
Like the
check.
woods.
As you know, grung don't understand common, but you feel
Yeah,
like they might
yeah.
be getting the gist of what you're saying.
Okay.
Let's see.
17.
17. The shaman is next. So are you attacking, or are you just kind of making this declaration and holding?
I'm giving them a chance. If they
Yeah.
do something though,
Then you'll
they're-
attack back, sort of thing?
Yeah, so maybe it's like a held action. If he strikes out at me, I'll...
Okay. The shaman looks and starts backing away, croaking loudly and like grabbing this one's hand and starts to move away from you. Maggie, are you attacking? You have an opportunity attack. Okay.
nope, seeing AO withhold.
So you're letting them move at 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. They're there unless anyone attacks them. All right. Is that your turn, Ayo?
Yeah.
Everyone hears this. That one goes away. Irvon, you hear this. You can kind of see, if you poke your head around the corner, that this one's disengaging from Ayo. What are you doing with the blinded one? Or it's not blind anymore. This one that's in front of you that looks pretty hurt.
I see it. I see the other one disengage.
Yes. Yeah, you do. You hear it like croak out and try and call to the others and then disengage.
I give it like a flick of my wrist, like run, and I'm ready to attack it if it attacks me.
Okay. You see this one turn, drop its weapon, and run over to the 3 non-combatants and help guide them.
Opportunity attack. I'm just kidding.
Right. Gotcha. That's how the Waste Walkers work.
Maroon platoon.
Maroon platoon.
Maroon is for the blood that we shed.
So these run off the map and disappear into the woods. Is anybody else doing anything? Or is anybody chasing after them, or is everyone just kind of letting them go?
Let him go.
Go,
I want to see if there's anything
Yes,
interesting inside the building.
Yad would like to do the gravity wave thing again right here. You suck in Slopheck's body and like crumple it up and then drop it in the water for the fish to feed upon her corpse.
As it just crumbles in a bloody mess. You just see it start being feed upon and taken apart. Slopheck's body is no more, but skeletons and bones, which maybe that's the way she prefers it. Perfect.
Yeah, that's dark.
But yeah,
Walk forward.
Yeah.
Very gracefully, with purpose.
Dermot again just runs over after seeing Gulsard and hides behind you. I'm glad you're okay. Ayo.
yeah, no, guys, this was amazing. Maroon Platoon.
Maggie, that was
We
so
did it.
amazing. You just took her out in like almost one hit.
Hands in, everybody.
Yeah.
Hands in, hands in.
He has to do it above his head.
I lower my hand way down for everyone else.
Just your finger.
1, 2, 3.
Maroon
Maroon
Platoon.
Platoon. Lovely work, everybody. I knew we could do it.
Should we get those people back?
Definitely.
Yeah. I can carry some. Probably all of them, to be honest.
I can watch you carry some.
And I might look around a little bit too, see if there's anything important around the camp before we take
Okay.
off.
Give me a quick investigation check. Dermot
I
runs
also
over.
like to investigate for the newsletter.
Of
I
course.
checked as well and I rolled a 6, so I didn't see anything.
Okay. You maybe help Dermot. You said you want to go check on the people, so you're you can able to open up the prison gate a little bit. It's just kind of tied shut anyway. It wasn't much. Dermot goes in and heals a little bit of these orcs that were unconscious but still alive. You guys were able to save them, as it was indeed Nar's friends there.
Do they have any money on them?
On them, no. All the money was taken already. Unfortunately. Dang, sorry.
I got a 17 investigation, by the way.
17. All
Yeah.
right. You kind of run around to all the other places you hadn't looked yet.
20? Nice.
Nice. So we'll go back and forth. Galsarid, you run straight to the old shed that doesn't seem to be occupied by anything in particular, but you find a bag of holding, along with a bunch of old fishing supplies, rods, reels, bait, etc., and potentially the money that Irvon was trying to get off of them, of 2 gold and 5 copper.
Fantastic.
It was the breath at the end for me.
Ayo. You go in,
Heyo!
Ayo! You go into the main lodge. You find 3 rhodocrossite gems worth 10 gold each.
Ooh.
A potion of
Okay.
healing. 140 copper, 21 silver, 34 gold pieces, and a tiny silver icon of a raven, and a black pirate flag adorned with a dragon skull and crossbones. It's perfect for Rachel to find.
Hey.
Maggie, are you looking around at all?
No, I'm just keeping an eye out to see if the grung come back.
Okay. Galsari, do you also go and find this little place where they're making like weapons and turning? It looked like Slopheck was turning this poison into like darts and weapons. You find 6 vials of grung poison and 12 darts as well. That's what you guys find there.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm like waving the loot around like, yeah, we got some really good stuff, everybody. We can divide it up later in town.
Shouldn't we give that money back to the people it belongs to?
We don't, yeah, I mean,
Well,
who does it?
I mean, it could belong to the orcs that we're bringing back. Some of
I mean,
it, not all of it, but
I mean, if we can ask them in a roundabout way, you know, so they're not like, oh, I had 500 gold on me.
No,
It
I
has the
have
exact-
found their gold. Hold up 2 copper pieces and 2 gold pieces.
There
I
we
don't.
go.
I mean, they were fishermen, so they probably didn't have a whole lot. But you know, they've been through a lot.
So it
We
sounds
could
like
give
they get their gold back.
We could give them like 10 gold each to like help out with emotional damages of almost being eaten
Yeah.
or something.
Emotional damage.
That's a lot
Yeah.
of golds.
But look at it's so
They've
much stuff.
been through a lot.
We could give them these gems. They're worth about 10, I think, if I remember right.
Yeah.
Should we do that?
There's
Zach,
fishing supplies in here.
We
How
can
about
give them the
we
gold
give...
and we'll sell the gems.
Excuse me, I'm speaking here. There's some fishing
Gets very
supplies in here that they could take with them. That seems right up their professional alley.
That's
Yeah,
true.
I'm
as
just saying,
they
as well.
set for life.
Yeah, as long as they have something.
Yeah. You could give a man a fish, a gold, or you could teach them to fish.
Or we could give them.
They already know
Whoa.
how to fish. Herman.
So we get them fishing supplies.
Yeah, that's, yeah.
Yeah, and some maybe some gold or silver at very least.
Fine. I think if we give them some money, we give them the actual money, it'd be easier for us, I think, to sell the gems than it is for them.
True. All right. Well, are we ready to go?
You might want to break
Yes.
that down, though, because a fisherman with a bunch of gold on him is an easy target.
No, I'm saying yeah, we give them some silver instead.
Okay, well, let's go.
You guys take your whole
Yeah.
trek back and able to argue and discuss and debate how to divide up your loot and how to go forward with it. The Maroon Platoon successfully leads back the 3 survivors of this trek, returning them to Nar and giving an uplifting beat of joy as Chigao's own new adventuring group has saved their own fishermen and brought back some loot along the way, freeing the town from a threat unknown to them up north that who knows what could have done. As slowly the murmurs in this week, as taverns start filling with other adventurers and the locals start telling stories of Maggie the Brave and Dermot the Branded and Ao with her harpoon attack that puts fear in others, Galsaria that crushes those under his hand, and not feet, sorry, with his hand, and Irvon who can drink anyone under the bar while also stabbing them in the back whenever they turn. The rumors seem to grow and grow as what started with taking down Grung and just saving the local fishermen was then an evil mage witch that got turned into a hag and was taken all else, to then a giant sea creature that you all defeated with your own bare hands and saved the survivors that were being kidnapped to be sacrificed. You kind of enjoy the stories that are being raised a little bit as your reputation grows and grows in town, as many start seeing you guys as one of the favorites for the Festival of Merits coming up soon. On the final night, as you all are getting drinks and eventually slowly taking time to get to know each other, maybe even a few scuffles in between.
Did we get one newsletter? Because it was a week.
It's been a week. Is there?
Yeah, there'll be a newsletter that comes out.
How's
Okay.
the friendship status?
It is moderate.
Is that broken down per person, or is that just as a group?
Average is moderate.
I'm below
The
average,
average-
but I'm doing better.
That's better than my school scores.
Better than I thought it would be.
You did accept my mage armor, so that was some points in a positive direction.
There's like receipts of each thing that either gained or lost points.
Speaks out of turn. Lost points. Accepted mage armor. Take
There's
it.
a lot of speaking over him. but-
Is Avon.
You get a it's the itemized receipt. I love it. Dermot just goes, well, I'm really glad to be traveling with all of you guys, and I think it's gonna be great. Cheers to the Maroon Platoon! And he puts up his tavern mug. All of you guys.
I'll put down my tavern.
Maroon platoon.
The Maroon Platoon! We are going to
Bringing
do
you
great
doom.
things, people.
Mage hand to the cup.
As you do this, and almost a fun freeze frame in the middle of the tavern. You all look out and see what's taking everyone's attention in the middle of the town. A large airship landing. You can see, sitting on the rails, a red-headed genasi, a pale-looking drow-ish elf, a gnome that's kind of like having to like still, you know, kind of like get up on the railings looking around, a gnome, sort of a wizard-looking person, and a knight kind of leaning up, down, looking at the rest as you see, obviously, a group with some prestige if they're landing in an airship. But we'll get into their story in the upcoming weeks. Thank you,
They're not as
guys.
important as us, though.
Yeah, of course, you know. But you guys did amazing, and that's where we'll end Meet the Rivals, the one-shot done by our wonderful Fates crew. Thank you guys so much. It was such a blast getting a chance to bring you guys in and bring some life into the NPCs. It was a lot of fun. So we'll go ahead and do a quick raid. I'll see if Tasty Doom is going to stay on for a little bit, but he's an amazing member of the tavern, does some really cool metalworking art. But join us tomorrow. We'll be continuing Fates United as the same crew. We'll be getting into another combat tomorrow, but in a different world, and joining in Tritania. Then we'll be back next week for the continuation of the Call of the Netherdeep, as we'll get into Session Zeros, as we'll get to introduce ourselves to Miri and Desmond. Get a little bit of insight of who they are. And we'll be joined by Nick and Brittany as well. So thank you guys so much. We'll come back next Wednesday. I love you guys so much. And as always, as you show your love and respect for us, show your love and respect to all of those in the D&D community, as well as Tasty Doom. I love you guys. See you next time.